Hello! Hi, everyone. So, if you didn't see, Keeley and Gary are running late. They fell asleep. And I am coming at you from my laptop today, so if things are look a little different, forgive me. But of course, right here beside me, I have the lovely Lady Autist Tiffany Daniels. Hello, Tiffany. And
Hello.
so we're gonna say hello to everybody. Let's see here who all we've got. And y'all, I don't know if you saw, but in the pinned comment, I do have the link to the Art of Elysium donation link.
Sweet.
Tomorrow is the last full day, so if you can get your donations in, we're officially at like $1,750. But we've had a couple of people that weren't able to donate through the link that have given like $100 each. So technically, we're at $1,950. So thank you to everyone. But let's start saying hello to everybody. Let me get scrolled up here. This is so completely different, y'all. All right. So we have Real Pamster, Sean B, Emma P, Piglet, aka Tina Mitchell, Armel, Megan O'Shea, Annie, Angie C, Mandy G, Fe. Let's see. Who else do we got? I love how the names are kind of rhyming. TJ Prindy, Janet O'Brien. Let's see. Planet Q's Queen. And let's see, have I missed anyone? Da, 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 da. Yeah, this is different from me. So, Phantasmagorical, hello.
Yay.
June Harris, hello. So, hi, everyone. Evelyn, did I see Evelyn? Okay, so I hope I didn't miss anybody. So, hello. Glad to see everybody here. Hopefully, Keeley and Gary will show up soon.
Who knows?
Yeah, they both fell asleep. I wonder what made them sleepy. They're on different countries.
Oh, but there's things you can do with phones these days.
There are, and I think somehow they made themselves sleepy. Keely, Gary, if you're watching, you know I'm going to give you hell until you show up. So
That's okay. I did an entire video today. You remember Tammy talks about Sunday night chats where Zod and I got in that whole DC versus
oh,
Marvel debate?
yes.
And he tried to tell me Marvel, sunshine, and rainbows. Well, I remembered that. And I did another nerd rant today where I might pulled up 4 different characters from Marvel with worse backstories than Batman.
Well, I know
And
that.
made sure to tag him when I put it on Twitter.
There you go. I know that I know nothing about it, and I thought your argument, if I'd have been the judge, your argument won that night. I'd have been like, rule in Tiffany's favor. Because I've never seen, and I know y'all are probably all going to be mad at me, but I've never seen a DC or a Marvel movie. It's not my thing. I've never even seen Iron Man, even though I love Robert Downey Jr. I just haven't gotten around to it. I've seen his Sherlock Holmes, but I've not caught
Iron
uh,
Man.
Iron Man. Yeah, I mean it's nothing.
I'll
I don't
just say
watch a
this
lot of
because
movies
Tammy,
anymore.
I know the type of guy that you generally like, and if you see the first Iron Man, you're gonna have heart attack.
I love Robert Downey Jr. Now he was always, even back in the day, I worried about him because I knew he was a good actor. I knew he was a real good actor, and so I worried because it was so obvious that he had a drug problem. And I was so afraid that he would end up losing the battle with it. And, to see how wonderful he's done is just so inspiring because it's something common, I mean,
Oh
so yeah,
no,
and he is good looking. I'll give it to him. The boy is cute. He's not as cute as Johnny, but he's cute. And there was a time that Brad Pitt was my thing. I mean, I've always loved long hair. I'm an 80s girl. I love the hard rock, heavy metal. I about cry every time you tell me that you got to see Megadeth and I haven't. So,
oh, that was
the
like the
long
best
hair,
concert ever.
oh, be still my heart, Effie said Robert Downey Jr. was a monster. He really was. I mean, there was a time that he was awful. And I really thought that he was either going to end up dead or in prison. So, to see the man he's become, to come out the other side of it, it makes me happy because I really, Phantasmagorical said Robert Downey Jr. has nice hands. Leave it to you. Leave it to you, Fanta.
Depends on the 80s rock. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
The hair bands. Oh, my God. Because I had to deal with this with my mom in the car. I am not a Poison fan. I got so tired of hearing them in the car. Oh my God. Like, it just, any start of those songs make me twitchy. Not quite as twitchy as my heart will go on. That makes me full blown, like complete full body twitches. I'm so tired of that song.
I figured you were going to say, Every Rose Has Its Thorn, because, they still play that.
I still get, a little twitchy. I love Def Leppard.
Def Leppard, yes. Oh, God. I love Def Leppard. I'll have to remind me to tell you backstage. I have
my stepsister, a couple years back, took my nephew and my niece and her husband, and apparently they were playing in St. Louis, and they went to go see them live.
Oh, I got to see really all of the 80s bands. I got to see all of them. Whitesnake. Did y'all see Tawny Katane passed away?
Yeah, I did.
Just a few weeks ago or a month or so ago. And I was like, oh my God. Oh,
I've seen all these bands and they're talking about the 80s and they're like, my bands were, let me see here, Iron Maiden, Anthrax, Metallica, Megadeth, Slayer.
Oh, yeah. Now, sounds like your mom was into the really hard stuff. Now, Megadeth, I always loved them. Anthrax, I always got a kick out of.
Mom loved Black Sabbath. Mom had special love for Sabbath, and for some reason, she really loved the band Poison. God knows why.
Yeah, Phantasmagorical.
I'm sorry, Planet Q. I can't laugh through that song. It makes me twitchy, and it makes me want to punch my poor couch repeatedly, and it's just an innocent couch sitting there being nice.
Now, Carry On My Wayward Son, that is an amazing song. In
fact, classic rock. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I love the classic stuff. And see, now, I was born in 70, and so I grew up on all of that music, and then, of course, as the late 80s, early 90s hit, that's when, I was 18 in 1988. So, that's when all of that was at its peak. And so for me, I just, I feel it. And where I live, I am close to, I'm about an hour away from a civic center. And so back at that time, every band came through. And I mean, I saw AC/DC for $20, y'all.
Oh my
$20. God. I got to see AC/DC. I was front row at Aerosmith.
Oh my $20. God.
Every concert that came through was $20. I was front row. I could have reached out and slapped Steven Tyler if he came just a little bit closer. So, I got to see everybody back in the day.
Did you get to see Rush?
Rush, never. They were not, that I remember. Banda, do you remember if Rush ever came through here? I don't remember them ever coming through here. They may have came to Birmingham. And I didn't do a lot of the Birmingham shows because at that time, Guns N' Roses, that is my band. I got to see them open for Motley Crue right before Appetite dropped, before everybody knew who they were. And I got to stand there watching Slash. He was, I don't know, 50 feet away from me maybe, watching him play guitar. And I'll never forget, y'all getting chill bumps. And they did Knocking on Heaven's Door. And I stood there, and I was with a friend of mine, Samantha, and I remember just looking at her, and I was like, this is going to be the biggest band in the world. And look what happened. They were awesome. That is my band. I love me some Axl. I don't care what an asshole he is. I love it.
and I definitely, the grunge era, I mean, I love Nirvana.
Oh, yeah.
It was a huge blow when Kurt Cobain died.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're going. Let's see. This is weird for me. So Angie's going to see
Warrant,
Warrant, Skid Row, and Kicks. So who is singing for Warrant now? Because Janie Lane passed. I don't know
I
who's
have no
singing for him
idea.
now. Oh, I saw Scorpions. I got to see them on Monsters Rock
Scorpion.
Tour. Yeah.
Do
I saw
you all know
Scorpions
how many
and
sporting
Metallica.
events I got to hear "Rock You Like a Hurricane" blare out the speakers?
Oh, Fanta. Were you at the same show? Were you at the Huntsville show, Fanta? Because that's where I saw them open for the Crew. Back in '86. It's only, was it Girls Tour that they opened for them? I can't remember. I just remember it was like just a few months before Appetite dropped that they were opening for them. See, Fanta and I live close to each other, so I know
I
where
would
she
love to
probably
see
saw 'em.
Iron Maiden play. That would be awesome, and especially to see Eddie doing his thing on stage. Freaking Eddie, the ever long living monster.
Yeah.
Aw, Fanta, yeah, I know.
Yeah. I didn't get to see Soundgarden, but I loved Soundgarden. They were awesome. And yeah,
They really
Christopher
were.
Nolan, that's just, it breaks my heart every time I think about it. Yeah, Linda, Axel has really changed, which I think it was a lot of they got too famous too fast. It's the same story. Keeley showed up.
Yay!
Keeley.
Hi, Keeley.
Okay, so
Hey, how's it
the
going?
question is, what made you and Gary sleepy?
What made us sleepy? Well, for me, it's been the weather. And I only had 2 hours sleep last night.
I don't believe it. Somebody said, Tanya, I'm not sure how you say yours. Axel looks like a shit now. He does. I saw a picture and he's got so fat, and it's just like, what happened to Axel that did the snake dance back in the day? And you're just like, oh, I'm old. He's old. That makes me old.
I don't even know what you're talking about. This is before I was born.
Shut up. It's before Tiffany was born too, and she knows. Oh,
do you think it was before I was born? When do you think I was born, Tammy?
Let's see. I know you've said you're 30, 31, something like that, but you don't look it. And I've been out of high school a little over 30 years.
November 11th, 1984, Tammy. I'm 36 years old.
I think you're lying. I think your mother lied to you.
I need to check that birth certificate there, youngster. Don't dox yourself. Don't dox yourself.
Don't dox yourself.
None of that information is accurate on this anymore, by the way. They couldn't find me even if they looked it up. So I'm actually not doxing anything.
Look.
I'm sitting here holding my hand over the computer like it's going 8 o'clock.
I'm used to being ID'd. In fact, when I was in call centers, I used to have freaking team leads drag me out to the new newbies coming onto the floor, have them circle around and be like, guess her age. Every time. But no, I'm 36.
You have some really great, so FA said count your rings. Really great genes. Especially with those little pigtail braids you got there. You looking like you're all a 12.
I get that a lot. There are people who still think I'm 18.
Yeah. See, I get tickled when somebody IDs me for alcohol nowadays.
Right?
Like,
at this point, I think of it as a compliment. You can't see it, but there are actually some grays in here.
Well, let me just tell you, if you're at Walmart and they don't ID you, that means that they think you look over 40. because the cashiers are supposed to ID you if you look under 40. So when they don't ID you, that means they think you look over 40.
I think it's over 25. You've got to look over in the UK.
Do what, Keeley?
You've got to look over 25.
Look over 25.
And
I'm
Well, that
gonna
wouldn't
get
bother
carded
me.
over there then.
Yeah, you go to Walmart in the U.S. If they don't ID you, that means they think you look over 40.
And I did tell you, Tammy, one of the perks of being neurodiverse, and Depp has it too, we all look younger than our age. It's kind of a perk of our little neurodivergence there. Pretty much all of us do not look our age. We look at least a decade younger.
See, I'm when somebody IDs me, when we were at the beach, the man ID'd me for cigarettes, and I was like, I know I look over 19, but thank you, you just made my day. I always thank them.
Oh goodness. So hello everyone. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Hey,
Sorry,
I'm
so late.
liable to hurt a cashier's feelings. I worked there for too many years. 40s are the new 30s. You are what am I saying? I'm not even in my 40s anymore.
Shush.
Emma gets ID'd for alcohol almost every time. You go, Emma.
Hey,
See, that's me, Tina. I don't get ID'd often, and when I do, it makes my day.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, I just want to reach over and hug the person and give them a kiss.
Now, don't feel too bad, Tammy. There's always Mr. Zod, and he's looking a hard 36.
He looks like he's been rolled hard and put up wet.
Watch out now.
I did not think he was in his 36. I didn't.
Yeah, we're the same age.
Oh, Issa, thank you. Well, if I can be whatever age I want, I'm going back to 21.
Me too.
I can already forget everything, so I'm back.
Tammy, you know what Groucho Marx used to say, don't you?
What?
You're as young as the woman, or in your case, the man you feel.
Dang it, the man I want to feel will be 58 next week.
But he don't look it, does he?
No, not at all. My goodness. Nah, he is aged well as too. Gala, you're about to be 45. Wow.
Neurodivergent. What can I say? It comes with its few perks here and there.
Oh, Fana, I'm just sorry. Yeah, fight it. Keep fighting it.
Now, that being said, that doesn't mean I am not going to give my brother hell when he turns 40. I have plans. I have a lot to get him back for from childhood, so that's going to be my time to play. Revenge.
Yeah, Captain Obvious, I saw that, or I heard someone say that Stevie's in his 40s, and I would have never thought he was in his 40s. I would have never thought. He's aged well as too. Just from his maturity, I would have thought 30s, but he doesn't even look 30s. As far as his age, he looks really good. Which I'm the old one of the bunch, and all y'all aging very well. Keeley over there is like 2.
Well, I'm 30 next year.
If Keeley's 2, how old would you say Gary is then, Tammy?
3.
3.
55.
She called you a toddler.
No, that's just how I act.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. Yeah, my eye bags are going in the same direction. It's not know that feeling, Tanya.
I'm going to try really hard not to sing the song my mom does when making fun of herself from getting older.
Oh, please sing it.
Yes, do it.
It goes, do your boobs swing low? Do they swing to and fro?
Will you tie him in a bow?
Yeah. Can you throw him over?
Hey, hello.
Big boobs.
See where I get this from now, right?
Poor JFD, she just came in. I imagine she was like, what am I just walked into?
Oh God, that's so funny.
She's where I get my orneriness from.
Oh man, you gotta sing that
Tanya,
again.
we sing that about balls, Tiffany.
No, we do in the UK.
Do your balls.
I have it
hey,
the tits
whoa.
version.
Boom, boom.
Do they swing to and fro?
Yeah, we sing that one too.
Can you tie me in a bow?
I'm sorry, but for me, it's more funny with a boob because you're throwing them over your shoulder.
Oh God, can you imagine throwing your balls over your shoulder? That would hurt.
Yes, Captain Obvious.
I thought those were your
I thought those were your knees. That's so funny.
Oh God, the tears are already starting. We're just getting started.
I'm the one who instigated this time. Excellent.
She started it. She started it.
You corrupted Tiffany, Summer.
Oh, they do always end up my.
I don't know. Will they pay me?
Yeah, for real.
I will totally do comedy. Dude, if they want dirty comedy hour.
Oh yeah.
That's how Santa Claus got her wrong sack flung over her shoulder.
Speaking of.
You gotta jump in here, Fanta.
Oh, that's too funny.
Somebody send her a link.
Yeah, can one of you? I've got my phone tonight. I'm doing this different. Fanta, I'll send you a link
Really
on
different.
Twitter, okay?
Since we're doing dirty humor.
Yes.
When do we not?
As someone said, we should be on Pornhub.
Pornhub?
What would they call?
Sorry.
What would they call ours, though?
No, Keeley got me this shirt, though, to be fair.
No, the sad thing is, if we were on Pornhub doing dirty jokes, at some point,
She's
some
not-
ass
she's not
will
saying
be
it.
all like, take off your shirt, show us your
Show your boobs.
I won't admit that I've ever shown mine anywhere to anyone.
You don't have to admit it. I was there. I threw you the
Why
beads.
aren't you blind?
Remember that time you did a live stream at the beach?
Yeah.
There was a slip.
No, they didn't show. They came close. They came very close.
I'm sorry for the death threats.
Well, I was copying.
Well, you don't have mosquito bites, dear. You're not, you know,
No, those
a
look like spider
card-carrying
bites.
member of the.
Rolling.
They were infected spider bites.
And I hope this doesn't offend anybody, any of the other girls who are a little small, but you're not a member of the itty bitty titty committee like Miss Amber.
I've never been a member of that committee. Yeah, I just sent it, Fanta. It should be to you now. Let me make sure it went through, but I just sent it to you, so you should be able to come on in.
Okay, what else do we got in the chat here?
Oh God.
Yeah,
Sherry's gonna
y'all look
hashtag
at the
that.
chat, make sure the link went to her.
Yay! Sherry should.
What's that?
Sherry should do the hashtags.
Yeah, come on in.
Oh, sorry about that, Tanya. That sucks.
What happened with Tanya?
Mosquito bite.
Oh,
There's
God, yeah.
Phantasmagorical.
Oh,
Oh God, I wouldn't want that on my leg.
Yeah.
Hi, Phanta.
Cross yourself. Cross yourself, Tanya. Tanya, douse yourself in holy water.
For real. Calling a priest and having a what do they call that?
An exorcism.
There you go. Come on in, Gary, 2021.
Yeah, there it is.
Don't tell Elon. So how you doing, Santa?
He is
I'm
so been dumped on by the entire autistic community ever since he did that thing. Even the way he came out on SNL as having Asperger's, people have been dumping on. Like, the only person with autism that hosts SNL, really? Have you not heard of Dan Aykroyd? Like, they just tore into him.
Oh,
Yeah.
goodness.
Well, I believe that was a PR move. I really believe it because he's getting some really bad press because of all of this. And didn't something else happen right around as he was doing that? Wasn't it something to
Right.
do?
Well, even some of the community members here were all of a sudden saying, well, maybe that will explain why Amber's got all this control of him. I'm like, don't let him fool you. Just because he's on the autism spectrum doesn't mean he's not coherent enough to know what's going on. He's got way too much pull, and he's got his hands in way too many pots. Don't let him fool you into thinking he's just this oblivious guy who doesn't understand social cues. He does. He knows exactly what he's doing, and just because he's autistic doesn't mean that he doesn't.
Yeah. And
He's
like
just
F.A. just
he's an
said, he's trying to
Asperger.
get ahead of all this stuff. Yeah, because, I mean, as this comes out, it just makes him look bad.
People try to use the autism diagnosis to get out of shit all the time. Like the QAnon freaking shamans trying to use autism. A guy a long time ago tried to use it to get out of vehicular homicide with intent. They tried to use it. Yeah. People try to use it as a shield to get out of stuff all the time. Don't let them fool you into thinking that he's being snowed and all that. She hasn't snowed him. Not anymore. Maybe in the beginning, but not anymore. He knows what he's doing.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's, that video I made the other day where I talked about the people that have tried to destroy Johnny and failed. One of the things that I have thought about with Johnny, and I think with Elon, maybe it was me and you, Keeley. I don't remember who I was talking to about this, but I think that part of what was going on with Elon, at first anyway, I think at first he believed her. I think he believed her story. I think that he believed that she was really being abused. But then I think that part of it is that Johnny was married to her, which meant that Elon couldn't fully possess her at that time. And I think part of it at that time was that he possessed something that Elon couldn't have, and he didn't like that. And I think that's a lot of why he went up against Johnny. I think the combination of the two was what made it. But why he's doing it now? I think it's about money. I think he has just as much to do because he's a donor to the ACLU. I'm sure he gets kickbacks too. I mean, yeah, I'm sure they have made it worth his while to continue to back her and him, or her and them.
Oh, no. Either that or she's got something on him.
Gary, everybody wants you to put the crown on.
Okay.
What my little boy made. He put it in the box when I was sending the parcel. We wanted to send it to him. There it is.
And now,
My little 5-year-old.
DJ, she does possibly have something on Elon. I wonder about the embryos. Did he get them destroyed? The thing is with the embryos anyway, I feel like that he has enough money and enough clout that if she's got something on him, it's got to be look at Gary's crown.
Aww. He's a pretty, pretty princess.
And yeah, Jenny. Yeah, he said one time he wanted to
pretty,
box
pretty
him or
horty
go in
toad.
something. I remember that.
Made by my 5-year-old.
Yeah, there's a like Captain Obvious. There's a jealousy factor. Johnny had Amber, a full head of hair. The world loved him. He had money and was smart, and Elon was jealous. I think that's part of what his problem is with Johnny.
People like Elon, like most of us people who are autistic, more than likely got bullied heavily in high school. They fantasized about the blonde cheerleader, but didn't get to have her.
And before he did all this stuff, before he got rich and all this, he had to be creative. Because I'm sorry, there is not, and he may be some women's cup of tea, but he ain't mine. I'd pour that tea out. No, not
He's a
today,
cup of that
Satan.
stuff you get before you have to have a colonoscopy.
Yeah.
Not mine.
Oh, yeah.
Not even if I was scraping at the bottom of the barrel would I consider him a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, and his money doesn't even make him more attractive. His hair plugs do not make him more attractive. There is nothing about him to me that is attractive.
He comes off as shady and he's arrogant and he's definitely an ableist garbage human. I'm hardly going to be interested in a guy, no matter how good looking that they are, that call people like me a disease and wants to try and fix me with a freaking brain chip. That's not attractive at all. And he's not appealing aesthetically either. He's just not.
You are not a disease, Tiffany. You're a wonderful person. Fuck Elon. He's really an ass.
I don't want to. I don't want to.
He said burger.
I don't think anybody should.
You don't have to. Just, whatever. Shoo him away. Shoo him away. He's an ass burger. That's what he is.
By the way, folks,
We love
autism
Tiffany.
is not even valid as a diagnosis anymore. It's autism spectrum disorders. They did away with the Asperger's term back in the early 2000s. And for somebody so smart, he should have known that. But because he feels like the other autistics are beneath him, he wants to use Asperger's to separate him from the rest of us.
I
had a bone to pick with that gentleman way before this scandal ever happened. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. That's the thing, is that it seems like a lot of times, I mean, from what we understand, AH was involved. Like, wasn't her dad supposedly abusive? I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
That's the story.
That's what she says.
Well,
I have
actually,
to take it with a grain of
sister
salt.
says
I do
that.
think there was something weird going on because when you have a former assistant of Marilyn Manson saying that her and her dad were creeping on her at the same time, something had to be going on in her childhood, because what daughter would ever go creeping on another female with her dad?
Mm-hmm.
Think about, did anybody ever think about that for a minute?
Oh,
What
yeah.
kind of childhood?
When she was talking about that, watching that interview, I was grossed out just at the thought of that. That is so disgusting.
But it does kind of make me
I know.
wonder, what was her childhood actually like? Because that's not normal behavior
Yeah.
to be going creeping and offering to do sexual things to a person along with your dad. What was actually going on?
No.
I'm not. Yeah,
Yeah.
in the past, because if you think that's an acceptable behavior when you are heading into 30 along with your father, then that can't have been the first time.
Yeah.
There's something messed up going on there.
Well, and like Captain Obvious looked back at her, she said she had known what essay was before she could even say the words.
Goodness gracious.
So what
did I.
What gets me? This is a powerful woman, basically, especially when she was with Johnny. She really had some power at that point in time.
Yeah.
This was a woman who had every opportunity and every chance to push that man who did that to her completely out of her life. To be like, you know what? I've made it. I don't need you anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, she brings him around. I mean, he gets mad at Johnny because Johnny was supposed to produce a movie for him, and he didn't do it. I mean, there's some really this woman. Look, I hate her, and I am not excusing her in any form, shape, or fashion.
But
But
something was
she
going
needs
on.
help. She needs
She needs help.
long-term mental help.
How do we know if she actually had CA though? Because she used DV as clout. What if she's using CA as clout? Do you know what I mean?
I don't believe anything she says.
Just because she uses CA as clout doesn't mean that it wasn't going on. People with narcissist disorder can also be victims of child abuse too. We
Yeah,
can't,
anybody can.
we can't make ourselves be prejudiced against her just based off her behavior and her diagnosis. Because
No one needs to be prejudiced about any diagnosis. What I'm saying is, that head was wrote for her.
Yeah.
How do we know she actually this happened?
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
because she used DV as clout. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
She used
Yeah.
she used that as she used DV as clout. How can we believe what the girl says? Because I'm a CA survivor, and that pisses me off. If do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. I mean, well, and like Fe says, why would we believe anything that comes out of her mouth? As far as what
I'm not saying she hasn't done it, because it might have happened, but what I mean is, when somebody tells one lie, you can't believe anything they fucking say, can you?
Bingo. Bingo.
And everything that's come out of her mouth has been proven to be lies. And now the op-ed has been proven that she didn't even write it. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Thing that
I get what you're
cried
saying. How
wolf.
can we believe? You know, we don't know. All I know is no matter if that really happened with him, with the dad, why is he still in her life? But then to sit there and hear the assistant that talked about her and the dad creeping up on her. Look, I love my daddy more than anything in this world, but there ain't no way on earth there's not enough money in this world to make me flirt with a woman that he's flirting with.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna happen, and I'd be like, what the hell is wrong with you? You know, I mean, that just...
Exactly. That's what makes me suspect something happened in her childhood. It's not her own words. It's the fact that they were doing this together as though it was regular behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's some crazy shit.
Oh, Emma, I'm sorry. I hope everything's okay.
Oh,
Get
Emma.
hell, though. Don't love her any
God.
day. And yeah, like Tanya said, her story changes daily. And I mean, and you know, that's what everybody's saying in the chat is that, you know, we can't believe anything she says. Oh, bye, Cherry. I love you, but I
Bye,
really
Cherry.
hate that you're going. You know,
Take care, love.
especially when we see this kind of comment. Oh, I can believe what AH might have had in her mouth.
Yeah. God, why?
I love
Don't need the
Cherry.
visuals.
What has she not
let's see,
had
what's-
in her mouth? Jesus.
Oh, Emma, I am so sorry. That is, yeah, I know everybody
What
has
happened?
their. She's having trouble with her neighbors. They're having a domestic, it looks like, and she may end up having to call the police.
Oh, no.
So sorry.
Stay safe.
Yeah.
I was just going to
Stay
say,
inside.
Yeah.
safe.
Yeah, stay inside. Don't go over there. Don't say anything to him. Just, you know, if it continues, call the police.
Yeah.
That's all you can do. Because, I mean, it's a family. Oh, man. A mom, a dad, 3 children. The boys are out of control. Oh, good Lord. Teenage boys, Emma? Probably. Or even preteen is enough to drive you nuts. Ugh.
If you want to call the police, you can just say it's like, you know, just people acting rowdy, disturbing this, you know.
Yeah, because it's gone past 11 o'clock as well in the UK. And after
Disturbing the
11 o'clock,
peace.
you're supposed to calm down a bit.
Yeah. Oh, it's upstairs on her ceiling. Good Lord. Oh, that would just drive me nuts.
Sounds like our
I'm so
neighbor's
sorry. You don't
dog
have
that
to
I
put
can
up
hear
with
at
that.
midnight.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to put up with that. And like Keeley said, it's past 11 o'clock. You don't have to, y'all have rules over there. You can't be doing that. I think it's midnight here. But now we're on a holiday weekend. So here for me and Fanta, it'd be going on all night long.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, and now Gary, where you're at tonight is AEW's pay-per-view. First one with fans back, full gear. I wish I was there watching Adam Hangman Page. Boy, that boy is hangman very good.
Pay-per-view. I haven't got paid yet, so I can't pay for that view.
Sounds like a lot of yeah. So I want to get into this. Has everybody looked at the Eric George documents? Have y'all had a chance to look at that?
I've looked
I've
at a
heard
few. I did a vid that was showing a certain Mr. Chu's sass.
Yes, that was
he was on fire that day. He gave no shits. No shits were given that day by Mr. Chu.
Yeah. Oh.
If you've not already downloaded it, I've put it in my Discord for anybody who missed it.
All right, so Keeley just said if you've not downloaded it, she's put it in her Discord for anybody that's missed it. So I'll give everybody a minute to maybe pull it up if you want to, or go pull it up. But I just thought we would. Tug read them out on a live stream. I hadn't got to go back and watch it yet, but
Stevie read them out too.
Okay, Stevie read them out. So I don't want. It's a lot. I forget how many pages it is. But I thought we could kind of just maybe hit on some of the high points. If anybody, like with Tiffany, she did the video talking about some of Mr. Chu's sass. And it amazes me, which I know this is a deposition documents that we're talking about here, but like the emails. What the actual F was the ACLU thinking? This is an organization of attorneys.
Supposed to be smart, aren't they?
Very political based.
But that was really, really shady. The fact that they went and approached her makes you think, how many women are they approaching that are thinking, money.
Exactly.
I mean,
here's my question.
Emails are forever. Yeah, and I know that they, Hillary Clinton got rid of what, 30,000? So why did they still have them? Because I'm just it.
There's no way to delete anything forever.
Yeah, well,
on a computer, when something's been sent like an email, there's no way to delete it permanently. You can always bring it back up.
Here's my question, though. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Why pick someone like Johnny Depp? Why not pick someone that's already been in trouble and arrested for stuff like this? Like, I don't know, Chris Brown? That would have been more believable.
Yeah.
Not famous enough, though.
They wanted a big name.
Rihanna's pretty famous, though. You know what I'm saying?
They wanted to go for shock value. I'll tell you what it is. They were going for shock value. Because the issue is because he has been private for basically the whole of his career, then that means people like them could go for shock factor. One. Number two, they could paint him any way they want.
This is true.
And like F.A. said here, JD had the high profile. If you think about it, even if you're not a Johnny Depp fan, he's one of the most recognizable names in the world. You don't have, well,
for the longest time in Hollywood, there was a big three. There was it was basically Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, and him
Yep.
for years and years.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's true.
and Brad Pitt, of course, is Family Man, and then of course Tom Cruise is a what
He
is
has
it?
his own
What is
issues.
it? No, what's it? He's one of them crazy people from outer
Scientology.
space.
Scientologist.
Yeah, yeah, and from what I understand, they've got
He's
some
a little-
some big power in Hollywood. They have some major power, so
Oh yeah.
I could see
Big
him
time.
going after
Yeah,
Tom
I would
Cruise if
say
he was.
Cruise has more power than Hollywood than either Pitt or Depp any day.
Yeah.
He's got a little power.
And Fanta, like Captain Obvious said here, Rihanna started physical
little
fights,
power.
and
They're
she
calling it
admitted to
now.
that. So I think that's possibly why somebody like Chris Brown would have been out of the question.
All right. I
He
got
didn't. You're
For
right.
one,
He never deserved it.
if
And-
Rihanna wasn't willing to play their game, she wouldn't have been on their side and been willing to trash them. She's more the person who takes accountability for her own actions than
yeah.
She's involved in some shady stuff right now. I don't know if you knew that with that little I think it's over in Middle East.
Oh, didn't a bunch of people get offended at her fashion show because she played some music that is considered sacred to, I believe, Muslims. I may be wrong on that. Y'all don't quote me.
No.
I'm not sure, but it
This
seems
is
like she
something-
upsets people about something like that.
This is something else. That young actress went over there for go ahead and talk amongst yourselves. It'll come to me.
Who was it? Phantasmagorical? Is that who you're talking about?
Maybe.
That young actress.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Jenny. Unfortunately, people like AH can't keep their mouth shut.
Yeah.
She knew the press was going to drag her. She knew the press was going to call her a gold digger. They did it with similar women like her in the 90s. She had to get ahead of it and make sure that she controlled the narrative so that she could come out on top and not have the press go against her, because as young as she is and as little as she's done in Hollywood, that would have destroyed her entire career.
Yeah.
She was looking out for number one. So
She always thinks she's above the law. I mean, hell, she breached her own TRO. you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
inviting Johnny to the daggum hotel room to meet her.
And she
that was-
recorded it.
what she was
Stupid.
expecting was to get labeled as a gold digger, and she just couldn't handle that. She didn't want to see the backlash from the press after they divorced by keeping silent.
And
Oh,
I'll
she-
tell you,
she's gonna be getting some
Tanya said
backlash
that
now.
it's possible she couldn't have picked him because of the Me Too movement went around, and then she didn't pick him. She picked. This has not been said anywhere. This is my own opinion, just from knowing women like her and from experience of life. I believe she walked into that audition for Rum Diaries. She met Johnny, got to know him, and she immediately said, "Target." One of the richest men in the world, one of the most famous men in the world. That's two things that she said she was going to look for when she got to Hollywood, was the richest and the most famous men.
Mm-hmm.
She got it
Yeah.
in Johnny.
That came out straight from the horse's mouth.
I think she went into it with a plan. I think she went into it planning to either, one, be the grieving widow.
She admitted
And
that
I
in the
think once
interview.
the Australia incident and she found out she wasn't in the will anymore, I think she changed plans to, okay, then I'll divorce him. I'm going to blackmail him. That's why she had made up the crappy evidence. That's why her evidence is so bad. But she'd been planning from the get-go. I think the little bit of evidence she had was to give the story to the world of, well, see, he was on drugs, and because everything was about drugs in her evidence up until that
Oh
point.
my
Until
God.
Australia, it was
Drugs.
about drugs.
She literally
I
says
believe
that on
she
the
was
audio
a
tapes.
grieving widow. And when she found out she wasn't in the will, she decided, okay, then I'll just flip the script, and I'll make it abuse. I'll blackmail him, and I'll take him for everything he's got. And
The
that's-
fact of the matter is, drugs can, to a point, like if you were on PCP, for example, Yeah,
Tammy,
you're
I'm
gonna
jealous.
change.
I need to have one of those.
You don't need
Baby.
PCP,
I'll
Gary.
listen
The
on my
last
phone.
thing we need is to see you
Oh, no.
running through the streets like the Hulk destroying crap, okay? I don't need to see that on the news.
Hulk. Gary
Yeah.
needs Sig.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
not do
there's
that.
Santa.
But that's not the point. By and
Listen on my
large,
phone.
the kind of drugs that he was taking will more likely make him pass out.
Yeah. And that's the thing. And I think that's another reason with the ACLU, he was an attractive target. Not
Are you
only
really
was
going to
he-
tell me that a guy popping Xanax is going to turn around and beat the crap out of his wife?
I
Do you
had
know what
many that
Xanax
did.
does to people? Press, come on.
I know personally what Xanax does to people because I took it for a good 10 years. And there's no way. And I mean, this man has a level of tolerance that I'm nowhere near. There's no way you take Xanax and you pass out with a container of ice cream. Hey, been there, done that. I'm
My
sorry.
ex took it and he did become like verbally abusive
Yeah, I could see
and
that.
stuff. It riled him up and made him steal things. That was weird.
Wow. See, I just slept good. I took it. I know, I'm sitting here on YouTube and talking, and these videos get a lot of views. And I know that, it looks like I don't have issues with anxiety, but trust me, I have panic attacks. I have manic depression. So, I took them for a reason. It wasn't like I was just popping them for the heck of it. There was a time in my life I
Yeah,
probably did. But
yeah.
as far as for the past 10 years or so, I don't take them anymore. I had to come off of them because I was worried about what it was doing to me. But it never made me. And I mean, he's a pot smoker. He smokes the hell out of some pot. And I'm sorry, pot smokers,
The only thing you're going to be violent towards
don't
is a
get
bag of
violent on
Doritos.
marijuana, folks. I'm sorry. You do not get violent on marijuana.
Unless you're
No.
getting violent with the bag of Doritos. That might be a thing. You might be ripping open that bag of Doritos, but that's
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you might get exactly. You might murder some Doritos or, making a trip to Taco Bell, but that's about as angry as you get.
you go and murder some chalupas. What a horrible, horrible crime.
And Linda, yeah, she gives it in one of the audio I think it's I know in one of the audios, she says something like, it's time for you to take another one, or here, take this. Do y'all remember what it was?
Yeah, he says, "What are you doing?" She goes, "I'm getting you a Xanax." He said, "Thank you."
Yeah. Yeah.
Along
So-
those lines.
Oh,
She was
and then
filling him up.
Yeah. And it's just like I was explaining to my daughter's, I guess, mother-in-law. They're not married, but, would technically be mother-in-laws. I was explaining this case to her today. And I was actually telling her about how this has just suddenly turned political. But, I'm sorry, y'all, my mind went totally blank. But the thing is, I was telling her about how with the Australia incident, everything that happened in Australia, I was like, she cut the tip of his finger off throwing a vodka bottle at him. That right there. And that the man sat there for what? Wasn't it 3-4 hours before he was ever even taken to the hospital? She didn't go get him help. Now, I'm sorry. I'm a calm person and I don't want to get into fights. But somebody cuts my finger off, throwing something at me, it's on at that point. So that tells you how much restraint this man has. How kind.
Yeah, that would be an immediate punch
most
to the
people,
throat from me.
yeah, most people, male or female, when you have something violent like that and something that painful happen to you, and you're in a fight with someone that you trust more than anything, which is normally your spouse, you're going to react. And the fact that he reacted without any violence. Now, according to her, well, of course, the first thing we have to say is that he stripped her clothes off of her, because if you'll notice in every witness statement, he ripped my clothes off of me and I was naked.
Drag me
And
through
she broke
glass.
through glass, and what was all the rest of it? I mean, so according to her,
The
that was
narration of a horrible Lifetime movie.
well. You know why she always said that he ripped her clothes off? I think she wanted to make any judge or anyone that was reading these statements think about her naked. I think that was exactly why she did it. You
I
guys
have told you
freaking
this is
crazy.
like the third time, Tammy. You are a freaking genius. I never thought
think
about
that,
it.
I mean, you got to look to understand this crazy bitch. You got to think crazy bitch. And I've met crazy bitch, know crazy bitch, and been crazy bitch a time or two in my life. Not that kind of crazy, but I have been crazy bitch in my life. And
Me
you got
too.
to think crazy. And I really think, because if you think about it, everything she does or says, it's to gain something. Even before, if you go back and look at her old interviews before all of this, before anyone knew anything, she's always, everything she says is to try to gain her something.
Yeah.
And so I think whenever, and if you look at all her witness statements, in every incident, just about, he rips her clothes off. Just about every time there is, in just about all of them, you will find something that could be considered sexual. I think it is to make whoever's reading them think of her naked and to try to get, and that could be a lawyer telling her to do that. I don't know, but it makes sense, because then it puts them on her side. And for her, everything is Johnny's side and her side. Everything. Yeah, and he covered up for her. That's what's
Not just that, but I notice it's that way with her little turd stains because they can't conceive of the concept of somebody who is not what you would call a Deb Stan to even become a part of this, trying to explain to them that there's DV survivors. There's his fellow disabled people who have been victims of violence and abuse that are standing up for him, who may not even have ever watched a single movie of his in their entire lives, but they can't think that way. They got to believe that we are all obsessed middle-aged women that want in his pants.
Yeah. And well, like Sherry Bitten said right here, it's part of her essay narrative. So, I mean,
I don't understand this idea that, all his supporters just want in his pants. I'm like, the guys too?
look, yeah. I mean,
Maybe
look,
some of them, maybe some, but
I kid around on these streams and talk about, I've loved Johnny Depp all my life. He is, he's an attractive man. I'm not going to sit here and lie about it. He is a very attractive man. But at the
the
end
sky
of
is
the day,
blue on a clear day, Tammy. These are called facts. These are like well established.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, when you start looking into all this, when you start going past just the headlines or the narrative that has been put out about him already, you can't, if you have a heart, you can't help but be like, what the hell? What is happening here?
I can't help but look at it, and see so many similarities of so many cases as a disability rights advocate that I've seen before. There's several, unfortunately, filicide, which is, excuse me, when a significant other or a caregiver or a parent will commit murder against a person with a disability. There's a lot of cases that sound damn near identical to this, especially with what was considered a high-functioning autistic girl who was bludgeoned to death by her boyfriend. If you read that particular case, it reads all too familiar with this one, and I couldn't help but see the familiarities right off the bat.
I mean, I would feel this way about anyone going through this. I don't want to see anyone suffer, regardless of what the situation is. But for so many of the people in this community, they've been through it. Maybe not to the extent he's went through it. Some of them have. But for so many of the people who are Well, justice for Johnny. We'll put JFD up for that. You know, it's not about his looks or his star. It's that they've been there. They know that pain. And
I
know
could
what it's
give.
like to not get justice.
Oh,
I mean,
I've
I'll
said it
never
before.
forget what Wendy said that day we were live streaming when it came back, the verdict, you know, that he wasn't going to get the appeal. And she said, I was really wanting him to win because I wanted to see him get the justice I never got. That
That's
has
it.
stuck with me.
And
You know, so many of us so many people in this community have not got justice.
there's a
and that's what
lot of people
miss.
from my other community who I've told you guys before are watching this real closely. And a lot of them didn't get their justice, maybe not exactly for the same reasons as he didn't. The perpetrator would use their autism against them. And although it would be just like AH painting them as the monsters instead, use their disability to take their kids from him as a way of parental alienation.
It's a horrible.
It's awful.
Yeah.
So when you read the court case and you've seen the other cases like I do, and you know the statistics and how close he came very close to being another name on the list read out during the Disability Day of mourning. He came real close twice.
If Cherry was here, she would hashtag that.
Yes.
Okay, really close.
You know, I've said on the stream, even when I fantasize
Seriously, Gary.
now,
Yes.
You got to take something extremely serious.
I'm sorry. I couldn't help it.
well, you
He
know,
came
I've said
real,
I
real
need a
close.
bell so I can ring the bell of shame.
Get me a bell of shame.
Dong.
Ding, 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 ding. But you know, I've said on the stream.
Start ringing it and tell you to walk.
It's hard to be serious on Sunday talks.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I had
Well,
to though.
sometimes it helps to break up serious with laughter.
Well,
Okay, so let's see.
you know
What
me.
did Tanya say here? So can I just ask, did she break his nose? Because I saw someone say she did, and everyone was saying that they thought his nose looked wider at the bottom, but I never saw that in writing before. I know there's the
scratched his
pictures
nose.
from their honeymoon on the Orient Express or whatever, you know, the train that I think that was what they were on.
Yeah.
His nose looks swollen, and in fact, I've seen a couple of pictures, especially if you watch the video Keeley did about where we missed
I'll be
it,
right back.
where you know there's all these pictures. You've been right back, okay? Where there's all the pictures of him, and you can see, you know, when you go back and look at it, there were several times he had, you know, marks, and there's been a couple of pictures that it looked like his nose was swollen. I don't know that she broke his nose. Have any of y'all ever heard that?
No, I
No.
know that there was an incident where he said that she scratched his nose.
Yeah, so I think probably, Tanya, it was, you know, I think he's been hit enough times that it maybe made his nose swell. But yeah, Gary, did you do your checklist? Emma wants to know.
Oh yes, indeed I did. It's Danny Dyer and Paolo Nutini.
Hen, since you're listening with your eyes closed, I won't wave at you. I'll just say hello. And yeah, she did hit him in the top of the nose with the paint thinner can. So
Yep.
Yeah,
You did?
Share that
She
video
did.
on the-
laceration right there.
Sherry needs a wrench. Thank you, Rob. I'll get
Hey,
her one.
Rob.
Do it a
Oh,
little
Rob's
different
here.
today, so yeah.
I've shared that video in the chat if anyone wants to share and save it for later. But
Oh,
it's
good.
all
Yeah, it's a
pictures
really-
that we took. Sorry, go on, Tammy.
Go. Oh, I was just gonna brag on you. Go
Ah,
ahead.
thank you. I was just saying it's pictures that was took of Johnny Depp. It basically proves that he's the victim, either by what has been took privately or by paparazzi. It's like a compilation of them all together. So we can really see there that he was the one who was the victim, she was the villain.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It made me really
So
think
sad, though.
because, which during that time I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention to
Must be good.
what was going
I went
on.
outside sometime.
But
Thank you.
let's see, who was it that we said? Sherry. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, real quick plug, because I keep forgetting to mention it. Victoria Mary, Shane McGowan's wife, has a YouTube channel. I keep trying to spread it on Twitter.
Oh, thank you,
Cool.
Natalie.
Yeah. Let's see. I got now.
Who's?
And it's a lot of
I got
positive
your
stuff,
ranch.
some spiritual stuff. I think definitely Keeley will like it when she gets into some of the more spiritual stuff.
Who's
Yeah.
that?
Victoria Mary, Shane McGowan's wife.
Oh, sweet. That's a nice little plug there.
But yeah, if you haven't seen Keely's video, hello Saba. Hello. If you haven't seen Keely's video about the pictures, it's a really, really good video, and it made me feel bad as a fan because I didn't
Wait
catch
a
it. I
minute.
never saw it. Hello, Saba. We're partying. You've missed some partying. We discussed how this show should be on Pornhub. That tells you what we've been talking about.
Yeah, sing the boob song.
And yes, we have the horny toad down there.
Ah, but Gary, do your boobs hang low?
Oh yes, and we've sang a little bit.
Oh, we're gonna sing that. Matter of fact, Tiffany, hit it.
Do your boobs hang low? Can you swing them to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? Can you throw them over your shoulder like, oh, my something boulder holder? Do your boobs hang low?
Hang low.
Yes.
Do your balls hang low? Do they clean the toilet bowl?
Oh no.
Crap, I'm sitting here. Over here playing with my pile of cow shit.
What was your cow named Amber?
That's what I was thinking. Oh, that's good.
Part of the herd.
Madison's wife is
Part of the herd.
Instagram stuff. Cool. Nikki! Hello, Nikki. Hello, everyone.
Nikki.
I have a serious
Oh,
question.
Nikki.
What's that, Phantom?
So, going back around the finger incident, you know
Yeah.
when Jennifer Howell
yet,
said
Issa.
that Whitney was on the phone with Amber and she said, "Oh my God, she cut his finger off,"
Mhm.
and there were like 20 people in there. Are there any documents
Yeah.
from those people giving any kind of deposition, or do you think they will?
Not that we heard of, but hopefully they
Nobody
will.
but Jennifer Howell, as far as I know.
Yeah. I mean, she said, no, her cattle deserve more respect than that. Okay, GD, you just enjoy. We'll try to keep you entertained. Are you not entertained? Another sexy man.
Well,
Used
not
to be.
entertained.
Used to be.
I heard
Oh,
they're
there
doing
goes
a
Tammy.
Gladiator, y'all.
She's just sitting there dreaming about Russell Crowe, Mr. Punch Around the
Not
World.
now.
She wants to rustle his crow.
Not anymore. Have you seen him? He turned into a little old fat man. Tanya said they'll probably only give a statement, and they probably will. I would imagine.
I hope so.
Okay,
hope so.
so I have been seeing this. Guys, is this true that AH is being investigated by the LAPD?
No.
Now, I've seen,
No.
yeah, I've seen that they're not. But what I heard was that they weren't investigating her for perjury. Well, I never thought they were investigating her for perjury. What I would have thought they were investigating for, if they were really investigating her, was for filing a false report, because that is an offense that would be something. So
Yeah.
I don't know, what I'm hearing.
I've heard that too.
Yeah. From
Yeah.
what I
On
hear
the
on
hand,
the
though,
perjury
statement
level.
that says the LAPD is not investigating her
Yeah, 4 hours
is
ago.
coming from her lawyer.
4 hours ago, Daily Mail was
So
putting out
can we
a blog.
trust it if it's coming from her lawyer who's saying it's not
Yeah.
happening?
Well, 4 hours ago, Daily Mail put an article out saying Amber Heard is not facing an LAPD investigation for perjury in Johnny Depp's defamation case.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Perjury and a false report are two
that's
different things. Those
yeah.
are two different crimes as far
Let me
as
read it and I'll let you know what it
that. So
says.
that's what I'm wondering, because I would have never thought they were investigating her for perjury.
Just
Yeah, because like
again,
Tanya
that's
says right here, the police don't deal with perjury.
Brendan
No.
Hoff is,
Perjury's on the
courts
state
deal
level.
with.
Yeah, that's at the
Brendan
state
Hoff
level.
Brendan
Yeah.
Hoff is denying reports that Los Angeles Police Department is looking
Yeah.
into whether she staged injuries and fabricated a crime scene following an alleged altercation between the former couple on May 20th, 2016. I'll let you know if it tells us anything more in a minute. Go on,
Yeah.
chat against
Well,
your meeting
now-
when she says.
I saw
Thank you, Judy.
Nerdette did a video on it, and I saw that early this morning. I hadn't got to watch a lot today because I've been gone all day. In fact, I got back just a few minutes before we started, so I've not
well,
seen
there was a leak,
anything.
and
But
it
Nerdette
was
said that who she's talking about, who Keeley's talking about, the officer from LAPD said they're not investigating her for perjury. Perjury and false report is two different things.
Well, that
and
is
Adam
classed as
Waldman is the one who said they're investigating her,
Yeah. So
and
know,
it's a lawyer who's saying they're not. Out of the two, whose word am I going to take?
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, Black Pearl said, I remember
Well-
Steve Katz saying that back already that they're not for perjury, but for blackmail. Well, I'm not sure about blackmail, and I mean that could be.
Yeah, no,
But-
the police department don't investigate on perjury.
Yeah,
That's at the state level, but that article that came out, that was just somebody doing it for clicks. That's all basically.
Yeah. Well, and see, like what Tanya said, it's all about the wording her lawyer said. They aren't investigating her for perjury, but she never said they weren't investigating her at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
so
that's
there you go.
where, yes, and see, like Nikki says here, staging a crime scene and faking bruises, making fake 911 calls. That's making false claims to the TVRO.
Basically,
So they
wasting
could
really
be
precious
investigating her
resources.
for a lot of stuff, but not perjury.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And FBI, that's like government. That's totally different from LAPD. They would possibly confer with each other, but that would be totally different. And yeah, I'm gonna believe Adam before
Yeah.
And like she said, it's in the
Yeah, like
blood.
I said, who are you gonna believe out of the two?
Mhm.
Yeah.
You
And
believe her
well,
little
and Nikki said
mouthpiece,
that Adam
or-
said they were looking into her. That's a little different.
Yeah.
So I'm not real. I know that probably doesn't answer anybody's. I forget who asked. Was it you, Anna, that asked? But I know it doesn't answer it definitely.
I had asked about Whitney, but it led into this, and that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So
Mm.
I mean, no, they're not investigating her for perjury. I don't think they would.
No.
It's not something that Black Pearl said, Adam said they're investigating her. That's what I thought. But yeah, if they're investigating her, it's going to be false reports. It would not be perjury. And her lawyer, in that statement, her lawyer says they're not investigating her for perjury. According to what, now I didn't see it, but Nerdette read the statement and she said, oh no. Did you not hear us singing Do Your Boobs Hang Low just a minute ago?
Do you girls hang low as well?
Your boobs
And do your balls hang low.
Oh, and now Tanya makes a good point
Can't
here.
forget these nuts.
Tanya makes a good point here
Exactly.
that her lawyers are just trying to make people believe that Adam isn't a reliable source. But it's all
Yeah.
the way she words it. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Gary, put your nuts away. Nobody wants to see that.
Nancy, what we're talking about, I love your name, by the way. That was my mama's name. What we're talking about is the Build article where Adam says in the Build article that the LAPD are investigating her. Well, her AH's attorney is Bretta Hoft, isn't that her name? Has come out and said that they're not investigating her for perjury, which has thrown a whole wrench into it's got everyone confused over whether the LAPD are actually investigating her or not. So
Yeah.
Gary's froze on these nuts.
Am I
He
really?
froze on these nuts.
Freeze on these nuts.
No, Carrie, you didn't miss it. Oh my God. The video that is a parody of menopause done as Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh
someone
no!
please drop the.
I want to see that.
I'm looking that up right after
No,
this.
I need that
Put the
link
link.
so I can send it to my mom. She will
Put
think
the
it's
link in the
hilarious.
chat.
Nancy, we've mentioned Australia here and there. I'm not sure what part you heard that you've not heard about or heard us mention about Australia, but if we'll be glad to talk about it more if you want to let me know what it was, because we have talked about Australia some. But back in the ranch, what Adam says is all true, and what AH lawyers in statements just lie. There you go. That's nothing likes ranch flavored nuts.
Back in the ranch.
Not free.
Back in the ranch.
I don't need to know that you
Doritos
dip your
nuts.
balls in ranch, Gary. I don't need to know that you
Believe
like.
it. Says everyone loves these nuts.
Yeah. Why is it when Gary says no, he sounds like Family Guy character?
No.
Yeah, that's Tiffany.
no.
Tanya,
no.
yes, they want people to question Adam's previous evidence by saying that they basically are saying what he has put out so far is false. Exactly.
Except for the fact you can look it up.
Yeah, Hen, that's what Keeley was just reading. But
Yeah, I was just reading. Sorry, go on.
If you notice what the officer or the person in charge of the media for LAPD says, the statement is they are not investigating her for perjury.
Well, from what I was just reading, for making false allegations, that is perjury. That's lying. In illegal.
No, there's
What
in
was it
legal
saying
jargon.
in
It
that
would use
article?
a different term.
Well, I can read you the whole article if you want me to. So you know what it's saying.
No, that's fine, but it wouldn't be called perjury. It'd be called filing a false report.
Yeah.
Yeah, because perjury isn't something isn't it something
Well,
you
that's
do under oath?
That's literally that's literally what they're saying.
Read it.
Yeah, read it.
Okay, so it says the 35-year-old actress's lawyer, Elaine Brederhoff, is denying reports that the Los Angeles Police Department is looking into whether she staged injuries and fabricated a crime scene following an alleged altercation between the former couple on May 20th, 2016. The statute of limitations for perjury in California is 3 years and has long since expired. So an investigation, much less charges, much less conviction, much less jail time are impossibilities, Brederhoff said during a private hearing on Friday morning, which was reported by Radar Online. In light of the false investigation reports, her lawyer requested a motion for dismissal of 57-year-old actor's case against her, which was heard at Fairfax, Virginia court. The London film star would face a reported maximum sentence of 4 years in jail if she were to be found guilty of perjury. Brederhoff also asserted in the Virginia court that the LAPD repeatedly denied there's any investigation of Amber Heard. She claimed that the department does not even investigate perjury ever. The LAPD appeared to corroborate her assertion, with a rep telling Radar Online that they had never heard of the department investigating a perjury case before. Brederhoff also argued that Heard would face additional emotional distress if the lawsuit were to continue. She told Judge Penny Ascar, I can't believe pronounce that surname, that the case would result in more intentional fabrications and deliberate misinformation, trying to confuse the public, prejudice the jury, inflict harm on Amber Heard, and incite the Depp fans to violence. Okay, if you say so. Amber's attorneys also listed other reasons why the case should be dismissed, including financial burden that both parties had and would continue to incur, with each allegedly spending $20 million in legal fees. Depp's recent court... Oh, there we go. It just goes on about that. Berderhoff also slammed Depp's lawyer Adam Wallman, declaring that he was trying to stir up the press and prejudice a future juror. At the end, Amber's team emerged victorious as she was granted the judge granted their request to dismiss for a third time in the event that she may be missing something. However, she did warn her that she would be sanctioned if she found that she wasted the court's time.
Mm-hmm.
That part.
There you go.
On the
That's
other
just
hand,
crazy.
though, I don't see Adam Waldman lying.
Yeah,
No,
If
I
you
don't think
listen
Adam
to
Wallman
how-
is lying.
yeah. If
They
you
could be
listen
playing
to
on
how-
words.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. If you listen to Berderhoff's statement, hi Zod, it sounds like
Zod
she's
is in the
skirting around
house.
some things.
Mm-hmm.
And really, you think about it. If her lawyers actually even called LAPD, which I guess since they do have a statement from the lady at the LAPD, if they were asked, "Are you investigating her for perjury?" then of course their answer would be, "No,
Yeah,
we've never heard of this."
this is true.
So it's all in how you word things.
Is it bad of me that when Keeley read out that it would harm her mental whatever and cause
Yeah.
her anguish and shit? Is it bad of me to not give a fuck?
No,
No,
not at all.
She,
Why? She
None
doesn't
of us
care
do.
about the mental anguish she caused Kate James. Doesn't care about the
Yeah.
mental anguish she caused her sister.
Yeah.
Or the guy that she basically tried to molest in the car that was just a freaking mechanic. She
Yeah.
didn't care about the mental anguish of Depp's kids who wasn't even involved in their relationship, let alone
Bam.
what she's done to him. There are innocent bystanders, so to speak, in this case, besides what she did to Depp. But we're not
Yeah.
supposed to care about their mental well-being.
Yeah.
I believe
we're all-
there's at least 2 of them that are women. I thought we were supposed to believe all women. What about them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Only if they're not speaking against her.
Tell
That's
'em,
always when I
Tiffany.
believe 'em. But you're right. You're right. And this just
And yes, Carrie, to your comment, yes, Keely's voice is very lovely. Now you guys know why I'm always falling asleep.
It's just, I'm
Well,
just saying, if we're going to bring up mental issues and mental distress, this woman is a freaking wrecking ball of destruction when it comes to
oh,
the
absolutely.
people who are around her.
Yeah.
She has her own sister so cowed that she'll just do whatever she says and probably has had her cowed her entire life. You have poor Kate James who's been drugged into all of this. She was just the assistant.
Mhm.
And she, went and did that with her story, did what she did to her. What about the distress she caused that artist whose artwork that she stole?
Exactly.
What about Johnny's maid? I'm not talking about just shit in the bed. I'm talking about when she came to Johnny's other house there in Los
Yeah.
Angeles and confronted
She was
her
going off
alone in the
on her.
living room. Think about what that poor woman went through. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like you said, there are victims upon victims upon victims because of her. And I mean, you are.
And now
right.
we're supposed to care that
Yeah.
your mental health is being affected. Honey, you're rich. If you have mental health issues, go see a damn doctor. Just like the rest of us. Do you think the rest of us get all this freaking patting on the back? Oh, you go, girl, all power to you? No, we're told to suck it up and go see a shrink.
Mhm. Even their marriage counselor was hinting towards those symptoms of her
Yeah.
having some
Yeah.
mental issues.
Yeah.
Didn't
But
she
I'm
use
not
Kate
tough.
James's son as a prop?
For it. I'm sorry. I'm an advocate for people with mental illness as well. But the way they just coddle and baby this woman, she is a grown adult. If she's got mental issues, it is upon her to take care of her issues for her own health. It is not the public's job to kiss her ass because she has mental issues.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Zod wants to come on.
Sorry.
Come on, man.
Yeah. I'm sending him a link. I'm gonna put it on
Sweet.
Twitter, Zod.
If not, I got you. You know what really pisses me off? This is what really pisses me off. I'm about to go on a rant here, people. But I'm gonna wait till Zod gets here so he
I
can
know
do
I
it
kind
better.
of went on a rant there, but I hate when there are people with mental issues who are actually horrifically abused, taken advantage of. There is a massive stigma about mental illness in this country and throughout the entire world. People who are oppressed because of it can't get jobs, can't maintain a living. And then all of a sudden, we are supposed to kiss this woman's ass who's never said anything about mental issues before, who has all the money in the world, all the access to the best doctors in the world, and yet he is afraid of fans. We're not going out on her Twitter feed to threaten her life in any way, shape, or form. I'm sorry, I may not have much of a life, but I have enough of one that I'm not going to take time out of my day or time out of my schedule of fighting the goddamn JRC to go threaten her. I have bigger monsters than her I am fighting right now. She barely, at this point, when it comes between her and the JRC, I hate to say it, but they're monsters with far bigger backing than she will ever have.
Exactly.
What's this on about here, by the way? Can somebody explain it to me? She was granted a motion to dismiss the 57-year-old actor's defamation case for a third time.
Read that again. You glitched just a little bit.
She was granted a motion to dismiss the 57-year-old actor's defamation case against her for a third time.
It's to hear the motion. That's the one that
but they've been
to hear it.
To hear it. They're trying again to get it dropped, and so that's the one
keep
where the
getting
judge was
denied,
like,
though.
"Are you sure you want to do this?" Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Zod.
Hey,
There he is.
Hey, I just
Nikki
took an 11-hour shift, so I don't know if I got any good rants. But you know what really pisses me off about this whole thing? I have to tell you. Now, I'm not trying to rant here, but the biggest thing that pisses me off.
She did not have that. I'm like,
is the fact of on my channel when we were looking into this, and this was courtesy. Oh, thank you, Planet Keys Queen. This is courtesy of Father Zod, but I would disagree with one thing in your rant, Tiffany. Just one thing, and that is the fact that she does have backing. She does have backing from certain individuals within this woke community.
no, I'm not saying she doesn't have backing. I'm saying that the
probably
people
not as deep as
JRC,
not
the
as deep
monster
as the
we're up
people
against. We are against some of the biggest freaking non-profit organizations in the world.
Well, here's the thing. I strongly believe she has the backing of a nonprofit organization. The more you dig into this ACLU thing, it is quite funny that they are so adamant. Now, look, if you look at any other situation, and I can't track every case that a charity has ever been brought into a court situation, but I find it weird that they've been ignoring court subpoenas. Now, to me, if you have nothing else to hide, I'm going to get to that, Tanya. Thank you. If you have nothing to hide, then you have no reasons to not hand over documents, especially for someone like Amber Heard. If you're going to fucking die on a hill I don't
Why
think
pick
Amber's
this
gonna
one?
be that
No,
hill.
getting on to this.
That's my one question about this
Mhm.
whole entire thing. Media, ACLU, everybody. You really want to die on this one?
But
This
here's
thing
the
as
thing.
far as the media,
Look at the
Exactly.
people she's
This
entrenched
one.
with. Look at the people she's entrenched with. James Franco and all these people, Elon Musk. There's got to be things that she's gotten into, wormed her way into such these circles that they're willing to throw protection with her, because she is protected in a way I haven't seen in a long time. And the only way that you throw this much protection at someone is if they know things, or if they got their hands in enough of these kind of charities and shit. And we were going back through. She's been an ambassador to this. She's gotten an award for that. She has done just enough. Now, and now people who say she hasn't
I
donated.
swear to God, she's the
heard
queen
that.
of the participation trophy at this point.
Oh yeah, but she has given money to things. But she's giving enough money to get her name in there, to get to the right people, to get the protection she needed. And for that, I don't think by any stretch of the imagination she's an idiot. She knows who to snuggle up with. She's proven that 1,000 times over. And this is why she's so protected. And I think this is interesting, because I think if you pull enough threads, there are some people right now that don't want her to go down because some shit is going to be brought out about them. I'm starting to feel this way, because there's no other reason. And I know
he's like a hornet's nest. There's no doubt about that.
I know people say Elon, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to be completely 100% honest. I don't think Elon gives a fuck. The man makes spaceships. To take him down is going to take a lot more than fucking Amber Heard. Even bringing up the ugliest shit, how many people have escaped from that? I don't think this is an Elon thing. This is something that we haven't seen, and I can't wait for this trial, because there are some other people in the shadows right now. And I mean, people in the chat, you can tell me if I'm off, but it feels like there's other people here somewhere we're not seeing that are giving her a shield. There's more than just Elon.
Yeah, but think about it. Look at the emails. What do they say in that email? In that one email, they talk about the new Congress. They talk about Trump. So there's political players at play. We may never know exactly who it is, and we might find out. But I think that the reason that the ACLU is avoiding it is because this goes into politics.
Exactly.
This goes into, see, the ACLU is looking at, they're looking at getting in a lot of trouble, because depending on who it is, it could be something that could get them in all sorts of deep shit.
But I
They
can
don't
tell
give
you
a damn
this,
about
too.
her.
If it
They
looks
could
like he's
care
going to
less about her.
lose, if
They're
it looks like
saving
he's
their
going
ass
to
right
lose, you think these people aren't going to throw her under the bus and play victims?
Exactly.
I wouldn't say Black Pearl. Look, look, I'm not going to tell you guys which way politically. If you've been on my channel, you know which way I lean. So I'm not saying this from a politics perspective. I'm going to say if Trump gave a shit, he wouldn't have outed the people he did. So I don't think this touches him. But I do think this has a lot to do with Congress. Okay, let's go into what's going on, people. And I'm not just I'm going with what I see. But there's a lot of things with China in play right now. A lot of blockbusters connected with China and things like that. I would not be surprised if someone who's donated in these political organizations has something to do with that, because let's be Hollywood. And John Cena proved my point. These guys are kissing China's ass so badly. There's so much money here from that country. I would not doubt if somebody in these charity organizations is connected to overseas, which is what they're protecting Hollywood, because Hollywood is pandering towards them. This is a bigger thing. And Amber, if you're entrenched with it,
on the head.
Holy fuck!
Sorry.
Good on you, because right now you've got the biggest fucking shield I've ever seen. The only issue is, and the only thing that confuses me is a lot of papers are starting to back away. And if you, and once again, folks go on her IMDb. She's got no projects coming up. This case, for me, I feel this case here is a make or break. If she loses this case or starts to, oh, thank you, Nikki. I mean, shout out to Todd. Tug, I don't know where the fuck he gets his sources, but that man is spot on. But he got me thinking about this shit. Like, yeah, you know, I talk about this on my channel. I talk about my favorite people of all time, Disney. I mean, they're so blatantly fucking entrenched with China, it's ridiculous. But they're not the only ones. And like or hate Trump, there was one good thing he did do. He did see. And he said, and everybody knows, he had a huge fucking beef with China. Why is that? Why was he so against China? Well, look at what's going on right now. The Chinese market is slowly overtaking everything. And I'm going to do something on my channel for you guys. I'm going to read the MPA laws for entertainment to you guys. Mad Squirrel actually found, I'm going to call it the fucking manifesto of what movies are allowed to show and what their laws are for foreign for showing shit overseas. And so what do politics have to do with this? I think she knows some fucking political figures. I'm just going to say it. I think she is entrenched with someone really high up, and I think it's through the charity. And I think that's why they don't want to release their documents, because if they find out some shit with the ACLU that's overseas or foreign, folks, there's going to be a lot more shit than Amber Heard going down. That is going to
and that's the thing. ACLU, depending on who it could be, and I'm like you, Zod, I think it has everything to do with politics. And depending on who it is, and like Zod's saying, if it was China, the ACLU would be done as an organization. Because if you'll think about it, look what's coming out as where a certain virus came from.
Right.
Look at the thing, you know, and, you know, like them or hate them, a lot of people take issue with China. So if it was China, they'd be looking at being gone. And even if it's not China, it could be a lot of powerful people that are political, that if it came out that they were doing some things that they shouldn't be, and obviously with this, they've already shown that they're doing some stuff they're not supposed to be.
Yeah, they've been in bed with them for a while, and this is
they're looking at
a hornet's nest. All I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be spectacular, folks, because I think, hey, let's people in the chat, whatever your political views is, hey, respect.
Yeah.
I'm saying the politics because there is some people, and I don't believe it's Elon. Look at his behavior. He's really trying. Thank you, Black Pearl. He's really trying to distance himself. I do think somewhere along the lines, and fuck whoever it is, because whoever it is, no matter what side they are, and I've said this 1,000 times, despite what I believe, all of these people are slimy. All of these people are in bed with someone else. And I think whoever this is, I mean, look at when everybody got in the office. Why the fuck are they monetizing YouTube the way they are, guys? I can tell you, anyone on this panel who creates content, we can tell you firsthand, all of a sudden new rules and things came down. And what have my videos been hit on? What if I put Johnny Depp or fucking Amber Heard, I automatically get my ads limited right off. Why? What is so offensive about having their name in the title? Little suspicious. I mean, Tug said it. A bunch of people have said it. It's a little fucking weird. Why is that subject the one being hit? There is some shit going down, and I think Amber, whether she knew about it or whether she didn't, she's entangled with some pretty fucking powerful people, because this bitch should have been gone already. I mean, with those tapes, the people should have started distancing themselves. Why didn't they? It's all starting to make sense.
Oh my God. Hold up. First of all, fuck Amber. Second of all,
I know where she's been.
I don't like Chinese food. it makes my stomach feel funky. And thirdly, did I just hear Zod plugging his channel again? What the fuck, man? Oh, Jesus. Well, guess what? You guys go check out his channel. He's fucking phenomenal. But he gets on my damn nerves. I hate you, man. I hate you. PB out.
But
By the way, we did have a great after party last night.
Oh,
After
God, I gotta watch that, man.
Oh
I
my
was
God,
in the
we got
chat.
into some shit last night. I walked into the middle. I'm not gonna say the conversation. You guys could go check it out. But Jesus Christ, I was like, wow. I thought we were edgy over there, but I gotta step up my game.
Man. And no,
I was in the
want to
chat
check
the
that
whole
out.
time.
Oh, were you?
Yeah,
That's
you were.
awesome. I gotta check that out. I was in my own after party last night and freaking I've been hungover all day.
Oh no. But what I was gonna say, referring back to the political part, didn't they opt to drop the op-ed when the VAWA, the Violence Against Women's Act, was coming up?
Yeah,
And then you had Me Too. Didn't they do it then? And that's Congress, right?
Mentioned Trump in those emails.
Yeah. It says drop it around 11:14 so that we can remind our new Congress of what their job or priorities is. That's what
that was it.
Yeah.
Because look, I don't give a shit who's run. Okay, if you guys all know, I was in the service, and spoiler for anybody on any side of the aisle, I've done dirty shit for both sides. They're both equally fucking scummy. It doesn't matter what side of the aisle you fall in on. At the end of the day, these are people who would throw their own fucking mother under the bus.
Yeah, man.
If it would get him another vote, oh yeah, I know.
It's all
I've been
about
a
votes.
disability advocate a very long time, and the only way I ever got anything pushed was one of two things: you either threaten to hit them in the wallet or in the ballot box. Because autism is a hot button issue that gives people like me quite a bit of power when it comes to these politicians. So, unfortunately, I had to fight dirty.
Yeah, and that's what it's taken with this. And look at this, what Tanya says. Musk sits on the board of members. One of them is the owner of Google and Google on YouTube, who are both trying to silence JD News. And he also sits on a board with Murdoch's son. And she says, and Tanya says, that's not a coincidence, Zod. And that is true. It's not a coincidence. I think you're right as far as Elon's not as involved as a lot of people make him out to be. But I think introductions play a big role in this. You're talking about how she got these connections.
Like a puppet. And when you hear this shit, like even when he talked about fighting Depp, if you guys look at that interview, he clearly wasn't serious about that. When you look at him, he makes it like a joking thing. To him, this is all a fucking game. I think maybe there's some bitterness, and it's more of a trying to, like, don't get me wrong. I'm not dismissing, because there's too much fucking coincidence with him for him not to have some kind of involvement. But I think it's more of a jealousy. Like, Depp could get this girl just by looking at her, and I've got to fucking pay out all this money kind of a thing. I think he's definitely jealous of JD. If anything, it's personal, but Elon will know when to step the fuck back, because then when it comes to his money, like I said again, what do these people care about? Exactly. Money. Money is what drives it.
At the end of the day, here's the fact about poor Johnny. Here's just a fact. He could not be the Johnny Depp famous guy as we know. He could just be the guy working at Kinko's, and there would be a line of females outside Kinko's.
Yeah. Green black girl.
What they say?
I 100% will take
why
that.
he wants to go to Mars and leave third behind. Too much heat. Our own heat.
I think Musk has a God complex. I think he's dabbling in a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, I agree with Zod. I don't think that Elon plays as big a role as a lot of people make him out to play. But like I said earlier, which Zod, I guess you probably just caught up, but I said earlier, and I said it in a video I did the other day, I think for him in the beginning, it was a power thing or a thing of that Johnny had possessed something that he couldn't possess fully in her. And so, I think that, like you said, a jealousy thing with Musk. But I do think that, like, I don't know who said it earlier. I believe it was Tanya talking about that it's not coincidence. I think the introductions to these people came through him. I think that's the role he plays as far as with her and ACLU and whoever ACLU is protecting, because I don't believe for a second that they are protecting her.
No. Oh, no.
David?
Oh, no. Who the fuck?
Yeah.
You know what? If this was anyone else, like, say, I don't know, Susan Sarandon or someone who's actually a fucking great actress who does actual good movies, I could see them going, hey, this is a Hollywood powerhouse. But guys, I've said it once and I'm going to say it again. Who the fuck is Amber Heard? Half of you people never heard of her, and you guys only know I know her because I follow movies. If you're not a film buff and you don't follow films, you would not have known who this bitch was before Aquaman. No one would have fucking known. I mean, maybe if you were a UFC fan, people knew her from Never Back Down.
Never Back Down. That's the one.
What the fuck has she done? Drive Angry?
I've never seen that movie.
Who's a meme now?
I've seen a lot of the movies that it's listed that she's been in, and I don't remember her at all, and it has nothing to do with this.
Oh, yeah.
Three of my favorite movies.
Whatever role she played made no impression on me whatsoever. And
Exactly.
Back in
I know a lot
2016.
about movies, but I've seen, because when I read the list of movies that she's been in, I'm like, I've seen that. But I've seen that. And I'm like,
Black Girl, I was looking at porn, okay, and shout out to my friend Lethal Lightning. We
What?
my porn spirit animal.
Huh?
But,
We were looking at porn.
yes, when I was looking at porn before I had a gorgeous girlfriend, it was
Like
dark
Sunday
days. I went
confessional.
through shit, people. I'm like an onion. Anyways, but anyways, I gotta be honest with you. I never seen a porn that she was in, and I've seen a lot. A lot.
Anyways,
I don't want to.
Just putting this show on Pornhub.
Gary.
You're not in a
Oh,
porn.
shit.
No,
No, I
Look.
don't want to see it.
I may be the horny toad.
Yeah, Gary is the
I
horny
may
guy.
be the
Gary,
horny toad,
did
but
you
I'm
know
not
there's
that desperate.
actually a bar by that name?
Is there really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
here
and
in
now-
my town.
Oh, I'm
I
coming.
do.
I'm coming over there. I'm going to the horny toad. That sounds like fun.
Downtown, I think.
I like
think
Peace
it's still
Frog.
downtown.
I like what Tanya said here. I think he believed that Johnny abused her at first. He did seem to care for her. I think he put in some words before to help her. Now he knows the truth. And it's trying to hide news to stop him from looking bad, not because of her.
I
So
totally
that makes
You
a lot
don't
of
need his
sense.
ass
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I mean,
He's a super ego, so I could see that.
well, she number one is a master manipulator. So, like, in conversation with her, if I never met her, I'd probably believe her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's like I said, master manipulator, and she can make you believe everything that she's
Nikki,
saying.
you are my other spirit animal. I know you watch a lot of movies because I see you comment on my reviews, but thank you, by the way. And even if you followed a lot of movies, she's one of those actresses, just like certain actors, the actors where you'll see them in movies and you won't recognize them until someone points them out and go, oh yeah, they were in that. See, I watched Gone Girl 3 or 4 times, and I completely fucking forgot totally she was in that movie. Because who makes that movie? Let's be real.
No, she
Was she in
wasn't.
that movie?
No.
I didn't know she was in it. I
No,
thought
that was
she
a
just
completely
took
different actress. That was Rosamund Pike.
Yeah.
Let me
She's
look
doing
up
the script of that movie with Johnny as well. I thought,
Oh, God.
I was fixing to really flip out. I was like, wait a minute. I'm just so lost.
Don't worry about it. Well,
Well,
he's looking it up. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
say
she wasn't
I
a
didn't.
young girl.
I had no idea who she was until 2016 with those 2 actors who just happened to live in this area and worked at T-Tech with me. they came over for a Memorial Day barbecue back in 2016, and all of a sudden the female, Michelle Roderick, started going on a rant and then said the name AH. I'm like, and the words that came out of my mouth, I swear to God, who is she and why should I care?
I mean, yeah. Amber who? Yeah. Well, I'll be honest, and this is just terrible and it's embarrassing to admit, but at the time I had a lot going on, so I wasn't really paying a whole lot of attention. When the news hit that she brought the dogs into Australia, I saw it in glancing on the news, and I honestly thought that was Vanessa. And I was like, why would she do that?
Whoa.
Yeah, but it didn't dawn on me who she was. So,
Yeah.
All right, so I've got a list, and I just want to read this out so you guys can get an idea. And I'm going to start from 2004 because they have nothing back from that. And some of this shit I did not even know. Motherfucker, not my favorite show, Friday Night Lights. She was on that show.
What?
Holy shit.
Yeah.
She was on that?
She was 16 or 17, I think, at the time.
Yeah, she was on The Mountain, Elsa. I wasn't prepared. The OC. Fuck you. I love the OC. She was just a sales girl in one episode, so fuck her. I'm still going to watch that. Drop Dead Sexy, North Country, Alpha Dog. I forgot. Look, you guys know how I feel about JT, okay? For me,
I love
the only
Justin
person in that
Timberlake.
movie was JT. So, yeah. Criminal
She was
Minds.
in that?
Yeah, she was an Alpha Dog. She played the Alma. She played, I think it was one of the groupies, which is a pretty good role for her. Spin, Day 73 with Sarah. Remember the Days. Hidden Palms, I remember that show. Californication, I completely forgot she was in that because David Duchovny is amazing. Never Back Down, I remember. Pineapple Express, she was a blip for me. The Informers, holy fuck, I didn't know she was in that. Zombieland, what the fuck would?
She gets killed in the beginning.
Gets killed.
By a toilet seat, if I remember exactly.
The toilet tank cover.
The irony. The Father, the River Why, the War, the Cleveland Show. God damn it!
Yeah,
she was in the Cleveland show.
Yeah, she was the voice. She was a voice in the episode Beer Walk and Answer in Darkness.
No wonder that show failed.
Here's the best one: the Playboy Club. I remember that show.
I've never seen that.
If you guys don't know what that is an adult kind of show about the Playboy bunnies. So yeah, Amber was in that. Not surprised.
Surprise,
Yeah,
surprise,
of course
not.
she would be.
What she hasn't done
everybody's seen mosquito bites. Don't worry about it.
The Wrong Diary, Syrup, Paranoia, Machete Kills. I don't remember because there were other hot girls in Machete, so I don't count that. 3 Days to Kill, The Prince, The Adderall Diaries, One More Time, Magic Mike.
That's the one that she met
that.
James Franco in, right? Adderall Diaries.
Adderall Diaries, yeah.
And Magic Mike, look, that was the sequel. I only saw the one with Matthew McConaughey because that's my boy, and I found it fucking funny. Matthew McConaughey was like the lead dancer, so
yeah.
I mean,
hey, Matthew McConaughey ain't nothing to sneeze at. I'm just saying.
Justice League.
He's a good-looking Southern boy, and he's something about them Southern boys, ain't it, Gary?
Look here.
Now,
Look here,
I don't know. Is it Gary?
I'm going to drive my Lincoln over there, and I'm going to be a lawyer in like a bunch of movies there. And
I did like McConaughey in A Time to Kill. That's a
my God, I love that movie.
Oh, that was very good.
Always.
Now, here's where it gets interesting, guys. So, when we get to the top of the list, of course, it has Zack Snyder's overrated Justice League, Aquaman 2, but there's only one other movie that's appeared since I've updated this, and it's Run Away With Me, and that is it. And this is in pre-production, and all it has for stars is Amber Heard. I don't know this writer. know who else is in this. So this is a movie that may not even come out. That when they say pre-production, they're starting to do stuff with it, but that shit can change. So really, she has nothing past Aquaman 2. Pretty
Yeah.
fucking interesting.
And last
Yeah.
I heard about Aquaman
Besides
2,
The
now,
Stand.
somebody may have heard different since then, but I've heard there's not even a script for it yet.
Oh no, James Wan already made the script. He made the script during
There's a
Aquaman
Okay.
1.
Well, what was it that I saw something not too long? I mean, it's been in the last month or so. There was somebody said something about, well, something's not even been done yet, so they're not real sure that she's even really in it. I can't remember. So I guess it wasn't the script. Somebody had said something about that, said that something about that it's not to a point where they'd even start making it yet. And I don't know what that was now that
Well, she hasn't been done yet. That's what it was.
If you guys knew, I had Pop Culture Minefield on my channel, and
Yeah,
cover Amber Heard, and they have sources inside the entertainment world, and they said to me that there is a script. There are people, like, it's in the process of being made. Bad news, and I trust them because they're like in this world, and they did tell me that Amber Heard is most certainly confirmed as of now, still in the film. She's still in shooting it, but he said the same thing that I said, which he said on my show live, is that he does agree that if this doesn't make money, let's just say there's a lot of eyes on Aquaman 2. And I'll tell everyone again what I said on my show. Make sure that you don't support this film in any way. And this hurts me being a DC fan. You guys know I show DC all day, but make sure that you don't support this film.
Yeah.
You know what, Nicky Harrison, that motherfucker, he says he's been getting ready to start film. I think he just wakes up, he eats like fucking, I don't know, human people as protein every day, and he works out a gazillion hours. She's like, yeah, I've been getting ready for this role. It's like, Jason, you just fucking wake up and work out, bro. I can't take you serious. I think he literally just works out every day, so I don't believe
there's of people who wake up and work out every day. I do that.
Yeah, no. I mean, like, I think he's like overboard. I'm sorry. I think Jason Momoa is fucking crazy, honestly, with the shit that guy says.
Yeah, he turned a lot of people off.
I got an aspirin in my mouth, but I agree with y'all. Please don't support that movie.
No,
because I have seen so many times.
I'm not a DC fan anyways, so I wasn't going to see it.
All these publications have said, well, they've got these signatures, but when it comes down to it, how many of them are actually gonna? And I've heard YouTubers, not ones that are in the community, but that will cover this in passing, and they'll say, well, how many of them will actually stick to it? Please don't support this movie. I'm sorry. I don't like to see anybody's work fail, but Johnny has lost roles because of her lies.
Oh yeah.
Why should she be rewarded?
Oh yeah, he's lost millions already. Tanya, that is not my fantasy. It was up one where she said, "Do you you do him, wouldn't you, Mr. Todd Phantom Zone?" I gotta be honest with you. Okay. Gosh, truth time.
Oh no.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay, we got 52 watching.
La 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 la.
So my fantasy guy, if I was gonna swing that way, is if you smell.
You like that tongue, don't lie, son. You like that tongue.
I'm sorry. The man is charismatic. He's charismatic. I don't know the tattoos. He might be Samoan. He might be some other shit. No one really knows what The Rock is. But since I was a kid, I followed all of his work. I've seen all of his matches. I don't know what it is. I'm sorry. The Rock and probably JT. Those are the two. I mean, come on. And with JT, he can sing, he can dance. That fucking thing he does with the hat. And even when he goes with the mountain man look, I'm fucking jealous, man.
I'm
comes
sorry,
out with
but
Boulder
no.
Lake is
No,
the
I
mountain
am not a
man.
JT fan. I never have been. I hated In Sync with a fiery passion of 1,000 exploding suns. I
JT's
just
my
can't do
guilty
it.
pleasure.
you know what I and
I can't do it.
Wherever you are.
The Rock said he was inspired by Johnny Depp.
Exactly. What's not to like about The Rock? See what I mean? The Rock knows the bullshit, and he's like, if you don't like my opinion, you could turn that son of a bitch sideways and stick it straight up your candy ass. The Rock is just the man. He doesn't give a shit about woke culture at all. He's come
The
out.
thing about The Rock, though, is I really he's an awesome person from what I know, but his acting is only good if he has good supporting actors. You know what I'm saying? Like Kevin Hart, perfect. No Pain, No Gain, he's great in. Well, that's Mark
Drive.
Mark
He had
Wahlberg,
Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah.
Drive is one of my favorite, and it's so underrated. But I hear what you're saying, Fanta, because in that movie he virtually doesn't say anything, and he's so good because.
my favorite Rock performances. That's it.
Tanya, not even for one of those. I'm sorry. Jason Momoa, I hated since Game of Thrones. I don't know what it is about him. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't like when they lop all of us women. I don't like when they lop all of us women in one category. That is not my cup of tea, as you say. I'm not the big muscly, can't reach your ass to white kind of person.
Thank you.
I like M&M's built enough.
What? Wait a minute. What?
Eminem is built.
Oh, I love Eminem.
Me too. Ken hates him, but I love him.
Look,
And Gordon Ramsay.
You know what? This whole thing with Eminem and people hating him, I'm going to tell you guys, I grew up in the 90s, and I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Eminem made it so that we can have 1,500 other white rappers, and he says that in his Without Me. I love that.
Don't call bullshit on that, Zod. Eminem did not make it that.
Oh,
you know who came first?
Vanilla Ice argument.
No,
Beastie
not
Beastie Boys.
I was gonna say
Beastie Boys.
But
yes, they came
but
first.
Beastie Boys was kind of Beastie Boys. I've heard that argument too. They aren't exactly gangster rap. Eminem was the first one to do gangster rap as a white boy with Dr. Dre. I mean, you don't get much indoctrinated to gangster rap than that.
Dr. Dre, yeah.
I'll give you
that one's more rap
that
battle.
as far as gangster rap. But Beastie Boys, they were. Even my daughter. We were in the car yesterday, and let's see, they're doing a block party weekend here on a local radio station, and they started playing Beastie Boys, and they did No Sleep Till Brooklyn, and.
Oh yeah! Oh my God! You know how many people went crazy? People still fucking go crazy to that
most
song.
Famous song.
No Sleep Till Brooklyn.
No
Fight for Your Right to Party.
Fight for Your Right. Yes. And my daughter was like, it's because of you. I know who the Beastie Boys are, and I know who that song.
Intergalactic, planetary, intergalactic.
And Fanta, don't forget Sabotage.
Oh,
That's my favorite. That's my favorite one.
Yes. I love his videos. And this line is like burned into my brain. The song where he's two trailer park girls go around the outside. It's burned in my brain. I've heard that so many
times. Can't you see it though around here?
You know what's hilarious? So I read this article the other day, and look, I don't agree with the shit that Eminem says, but I agree with how consistent he is. When he attacks everyone and they get pissed off. I mean, he equally attacks everybody. He's been doing it for years. And now it was hilarious. I was watching an interview. So cancel culture was coming, as if you guys don't know, they've been coming after Eminem fucking hard. And Eminem got on an interview and they're like, so Eminem, what do you think about this cancel culture or whatever? He goes, they've been coming after you. And he goes, these motherfuckers were trying to cancel me since 1990. Good luck.
The government tried to cancel him and could not do it.
And I was like, you know what? We need Eminem for this new age because they've been coming after him. They tried to ban him from the Grammys for several fucking years because during one Grammys, he came out and I forgot what he did, but he said some political shit about at the time I forgot who the president was, but I think it was something about Hillary or something. He brought out several people.
And I think it was actually Bill.
Or Bill, yeah. He brought out several lookalikes and pissed off so many people.
Yes,
This man
when he did my name is what? My name is
yeah.
He bring out all the lookalikes. I know what you're talking about. Yes, I remember that now.
Mhm.
But he's still going, and he's a year younger than me, and he's been doing this for almost 30 years, and he tops every new hip hop rapper out there. He outsells them, outstreams them. He's out. He bends words. You see? Have you heard that one in Tone Deaf where he says, "I can rhyme orange with banana"?
Or the one about Corona. I heard the song about Corona and I go,
that's Nat.
Fuck, how is he still fucking getting like the shit he says about the coronavirus? I was like, holy fuck, man.
He's a genius. He reads the dictionary for fun.
Yeah.
I know. I tried to do that when I was going through my hip hop stage. And I was like,
wait. What did you just say? What did you just say? Please.
He had a hip hop stage.
Yeah, when I was younger, I lived in New York, and Eminem was around my time frame, and I did some rapping. If you guys don't know, I had a beef with Snowball. We did a rap off against each other. We went.
I feel like this should be on film somewhere, and I feel like
it's on Twitter. Back and forth.
You see this mask? It says "Friends." Do you remember the episode where Ross played his music on the keyboard?
Yeah.
He made like sound. He's like, that's what I think. We're friends, and that's Ross. God.
Poor Keeley, she's like, I don't listen to any of this shit. Marky Mark, oh my God.
And the oh my God, yeah. I don't give a shit what anyone says. I will always
feel the vibration.
I love you as an actor, but you will always be funky.
Feel the vibration.
I'll mostly follow the funky bunch.
Rap album ever again.
Marky was hot.
You better lose
He did
yourself
Calvin
in the
Klein
music
underwear.
the moment you want it.
Woo. Y'all, I'm gonna turn my camera off, change shirts. I got a hoodie on.
Oh my God. And Nikki, to answer your question, yes, we do watch the same type of TV shows and movies. No, it wasn't MC White Bread. It was Skittles.
MC White Bread.
They were dark days.
Skittles? That was my safe word.
Oh dear God! I mean, I don't know how to feel about that, Fanta.
Pineapples. Pineapples.
Carrie says, I am not drunk enough to go back into my New York days right now, but maybe sometime I might surprise you and do a little rap for you guys.
Please do.
I used to freestyle.
But you got to do it in Marky Mark's voice. What you doing over there? Come over here.
Come on.
Gary,
we'll make some Wahlburgers.
Gary, do the greatest line ever made in a movie, and thank you, M. Night Shyamalan, for making one of the most fucking memeable movies ever created. The Happening. Remember when he's like, "You like science, don't you guys? Science is great. The bees are going to go out of extinction. And if we don't pay attention to the environment, then It's going to be devastating. Tommy, why don't you like science? Science is awesome, guys. Oh
my God.
Marky and think,
You nailed it.
This guy who plays action roles, I'm going to cast him as a fucking science teacher and put John Leguizamo as a fucking math teacher. Oh my God, that's so fucking bad.
They were high.
Yeah, John Leguizamo. Yeah, over there. That's what he's talking about. Yeah, John Leguizamo. Man, you nailed that, man. You got Tammy. Hold that nail up.
Hey,
Hold
John,
that nail up,
remember when we
Prasad.
did that thing about the plants, John, with the bees?
Nailed it.
Nailed it. I need to get a hammer.
For real.
Like John
Careful, it'll go in your
was
hand.
teaching math, and I was talking about how great science is, guys. And I was like, we got to run away from the plants because the plants are bad. The plants are bad, guys. I was like, yo, Mark, what were you
that's
going
perfect.
for? Why is your voice why is it low and fast at the
What's
same
my motivation
time?
here?
Put him in a gold sequence jumpsuit.
Oh my God.
What?
Okay, Jack, get you a wrench. I'm sorry.
Y'all talking what?
Y'all remember this one? Pause. Take a breath and go for yours. On my command, now hit the dance floors.
Yes. Yes.
Good, Jack.
Oh God, that was so great. Maybe I'm thinking maybe I'll do a video where I just do it in a Mark Wahlberg like happening voice.
Oh, you got to.
Today, guys, the video we're gonna do is about Castlevania. It's just such a great show, but really, you should do some science, guys. Some science. The bees, guys.
Who else on
Just do a
summon?
whole video like that.
Oh, Sad, go park the car.
Don't be making fun of my aunt's accent, Gary.
What's that?
My Aunt Lois, where you have to hold the phone back at least a foot from your head because she can't have a conversation without being overly loud. Go past the cat! Go past the cat! Don't forget the Jameson!
Go get the Jameson.
Oh my God, Carrie! Okay.
She's
All right,
so
so I'll
blessed
give you a
and it's
layout.
her.
Back when I was a kid,
Oh,
I would wear baggy South Pole jeans, Nautica shirt. I had Nautica blue, Nautica blue clone, and I couldn't do the hats, so I did. I did the do rags. Don't ask me how I got away with it.
Oh my word.
It was dark days. It was dark days.
Bro, I had the green cross color jeans and some white K-Swiss, and then my shoes would turn green because the dye off the freaking jeans would just rub off on the shoes. Like, cross color.
Right, does not sound
What's that?
Remember British Knights.
Watch the fucking.
Oh, British
happening.
Knights.
He talked
BKs.
so low. He had no fucking accent. He had no accent in that movie. He just talked low and fast. It was like Shyamalan said, okay, Mark, look, Mark, we don't need Boston in this. So what you're going to do is you're going to talk really fucking soft so that we can barely catch your audio. And then you're going to talk fucking fast so you don't like have that. Because, he has long drawn out words. Watch his other movies where he's like, we're going to go to the fucking car and the fucking bar. We can't have that, Mark. So what we're going to do is we're going to have you talk really soft and really fucking fast for no reason. And you're going to like science and bees. And Mark was like, well, geez, Shyamalan, I don't know if that's going to work, man. I mean, I could get into character like that, but why would you want to do that, man? This movie is
M. Night Shyamalan. There you go. I don't like him.
Tanya, I hope everything comes out all right.
Oh man.
Look, I don't care what anyone says. Oh Jesus. Oh my God. Carrie.
What?
We need to
I need to see some rap
Make
films.
that ass for us with swagger. You and Gary could rap together Eminem and Akon cover.
I'm down. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Skittles and dabs.
No, for
Mac Daddy dab.
You know what? Maybe me and Gary get together and do something for today. I'm on 11 hours of sleep, so I couldn't think of shit to rhyme if I was really behind. Like, I did an 11-hour shift last night.
Oh,
Yeah,
gosh.
I hear you, man.
Yeah,
No, we should do that. That would be hilarious. I would love to
Yes,
do that.
Emma
I,
just put a press 1 if you want to hear Zod rap.
Yes. Wait, hold
Oh,
on.
come on, folks.
Let me
It's
get
like 7:50 Central
me get
Standard
this
Time, and we've been
thing
going for like 2 hours. Can we like maybe put it to next Saturday Night Talks? Let's give Zod a break here.
Well, I got my ones in there, Zod.
There's mine.
Oh my god! Look, Keeley. Oh my god!
Come on, man. You're getting ones all the way from the UK, man.
Oh my god! I mean,
I will just say it on here since I'm not in the chat. I will vote 2. We're already in this 2
Time it's
hours.
got one.
no, Tiffany's right. Give me a little bit of time to get my thing
For the
going.
love of God, let him be awake, people. Let him actually be awake.
I know, bless his heart.
Oh.
What's your
Zod,
album?
I'll just say this. We'll
Taste
give
the
you till
Rainbow?
next Sunday, but you need to be
Taste the rainbow.
You know what? We gotta give people a reason to come back. Look, I will rap for you guys next Sunday. I'll have Gary give me a sick beat.
Oh,
Oh,
we
hell
ain't
yeah.
gonna miss this shit. You ain't even gotta give
Man, I'll give you a beat
100.
right now.
There you go.
Are you really going to force him?
No, I'm just, inspiring him. That's all.
An extra 1 for PB as well.
Oh my God, Pete! You know what? PB would be like, "Oh, you son of a bitch!"
You just
I'm PB, and I'm here to say I can't stand Zod in a big ass way. He gets boom, 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 boom.
you could just sample PB calling him a fucker.
Boom, boom, fucker.
Flip it in.
Boom, boom, fucker. Fucker.
Yeah, you got some sick skills yourself.
Yeah, they're pretty sick. They make me sick. They make Tiffany sick. I know
you guys
that.
Want me to rap? I'll be here next Sunday. It's my yeah, no. Gary is fucking talented. He just there's no way I could do half the shit he does. No, that's no.
You know how much of a monster that
It's a horny toad, Carrie. Horny toad.
I lost it. There it is.
Horny
All right.
Toad Productions. There you go.
Horny toad
my
Productions.
God.
Ribbit. Ribbit.
Hey,
Ribbit.
if I
Ribbit.
ever want to
These beats will make you
revitalize my
croak.
rap career, I'm going to do with Gary.
What was that, Zod?
If I ever want to revitalize my rap career, I'll definitely be putting out a collab with you, sir.
Oh, heck yeah, man. I'll do the hook for you. I'll send
I
the hook.
will tell you, if you guys don't know, go harass Snowdub. Ask him about our rivalry. Like I did an acapella. I shot it actually in my bathroom.
Oh, jeez.
To be that's funny.
There's another cherry
studio.
hashtag right there. That's a
Studio
cherry.
God. Jeez.
Hashtag Zod shot in the bathroom.
What you do in the privacy of your bathroom is none of my damn business, and I don't want to know.
Oh yeah.
That's really hard shit.
Actually, funny story. Bitchy did. So there were some youngin' co-workers, and they were doing what kids do. They were spinning some bars, as the kids call it. And so Bitchy saw me. I got in the middle of them, and I spit a few bars too, because they were like, they were all like, "Oh, you used to," and they're like, that my real name, you're funny. And I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, let me hear what you guys got." And I was like, "Oh, that's pretty good." And then they were like, "Oh shit!" And then see, this is the problem when I start rapping. Then everyone's like, "Oh, can you rap? Can you get?" I'm like, "No, I'm retired. If I was gonna break out big in that field, I'd be sitting next to Eminem, going, 'Yeah, I remember when you used to be able to rap before cancel culture.'"
I like this one. The perverted frogs.
Rub it. Ooh, I like that. I think we
All
can use
right.
that.
Hey, Tammy, it's getting close to about around that time. It's almost 8.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, Tiffany, you don't like our rapping? You trying to wrap it up?
It is. So we've been going for about 20 minutes, and I know for
If I
Keeley,
had
it's
holy water,
nearly
I'd throw
3
it on
a.m.
you
there. So I
No,
know.
it's 2 a.m. here, but thankfully there's no
Yeah.
school tomorrow because it's bank holiday, so I can have a lie-in as long as the kids allow.
Bang holiday.
Oh, by the way,
shit.
Bank holiday.
Yeah, we have
No,
a
I'm just
holiday.
kidding.
Planets. Thank you for hitting me up on Twitter. Yes, I will do a review for you for Patriots Day. I got a free day off, and actually, movie reviews don't take me too long. So, because you are a member and you've been so kind to give me some great stuff, I will have that review for you tomorrow, sometime in the evening, because I got to edit and stuff like that. But yeah, and just to let you guys know, if you do have any suggestions for me, hit me up on Twitter. I would like to do more movie reviews. If you guys haven't heard my review, I really go in depth with them. I'm a huge fan of film. I look at cinematography and sound design and stuff that other people fucking forgot to talk about these days. And I think there's more to critiquing a film than just saying it's a bad movie or it's a good movie. If you're gonna tell people or the reason why, and they may not give a shit about this stuff, but I like to point out why it does make a difference. Like, a certain movie could be shitty, but because of how they light it, it does really well. Look at horror movies. The atmosphere could take a shitty movie and make it a really good movie. Look at Quiet Place. I love that movie, and look, I know everybody says it's overrated, but bear with me. How many fucking movies after that movie came out tried to rip that fucking movie off? I remember being in a theater, and this is the first and only time this ever happened to me. I was in a theater, and literally for an hour and 40 minutes, no one said a word. Do you know how rare that is? No
What
one
movie was
said
it?
a word, because I swear to God, they were so scared in that movie that if they talked, one of these fucking creatures just happened to be watching the film. And like, so there's a lot of important things that go into making film, and that's like the reason why I started my channel. So
Very cool.
yeah, I do
Studies
shows. I do Netflix shows. Oh, Love, Death, and Robots. I'm actually working on my review for that. I'm doing the graphics and stuff now. I'm on the second season. The only thing that's holding me up is Bitchy takes forever to watch something. I've been waiting to watch all of Lucifer season 5 with her for like fucking a month now. Hopefully tonight we'll start it. If I try to spoil shit, she'll be like, "Okay, fine."
What have you heard the new project that Netflix are going to be doing apparently? Brie Larson and Amber Heard are going to be doing a movie together on Netflix.
Yeah, that's
I'm
what
excited
I
for one of them. And it's
I
definitely
sent
not
it you on Twitter.
Oh my God! Stop
The two
plugging
favorite
all this
actresses.
bullshit. Gary has a song for Tiffany before we go. It's from one of her favorite bands called Poison.
I will exit the studio right fucking now.
No, you won't, baby girl. No, you won't.
The hell I won't. You're on mute.
Here we go. We both lie silently still in the dead of the night. Although we both lie close together, we feel miles apart inside. Was something I said or something I did? Did my words not come out right? Though I tried not to hurt you, though I tried, I guess that's why they say every rose has its Tiffany.
Better than poison.
I would say that was a hell of an
I
improvement.
didn't hear nothing.
Oh, savage.
You muted me the whole time. That's all right. I'll email it to you.
Nothing. That's what I thought.
It's going to be Gary's next 6 videos. He'll get you one way or another.
Yeah, same here. I won't watch anything she's in. Unfortunately,
You know
I've seen a
you
lot
love
of
that
things she's
song.
in, but I didn't know. I've never heard of Poison. What's their most famous song? You just heard it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Hair
Your mama
band from
don't
the
dance
80s.
and your daddy don't rock and roll.
And
What the hell is unskinny bop? What the hell does that even mean?
Unskinny Bob. I have no idea.
You shouldn't have to ask.
All you gotta do is put a bandana on your head.
And not have any hair. Be
we wear
bald.
more makeup than any woman alive.
Hey, for me, it's always gonna be my boys Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Free
Yeah.
Bird. I remember I was watching
say Free Bird?
Devil's Rejects, which is one of my
That's
favorite
Leonard
horror
Skinner.
movies. Oh, Fanta, you just hurt my soul. You just
I
hurt
did
my
cocaine with Gary Rossington.
soul.
That's a
What?
cool fact.
Club 21. Do you remember that, Fanta?
Oh,
I
Right by
did
the
it. Club
bridge?
21. I didn't know who he was.
right by the
I
bridge.
didn't know it was him. Gary Rossington was in there one night. I didn't know who he was. I just got
I
told he
sold
was some
cigarettes and
drugs.
cigars in there and roses.
Oh, nice.
I walked around with a little thing full of cigarettes and shit.
Did you really? God,
Yeah.
That's I've told you about when I turned 21. The band that was playing. Do you remember the band's name that used to they did the tequila song and they would get everybody in the front row. They just pour tequila shots.
I
They were playing the
remember.
night I turned 21.
I
They
remember.
put me on stage. Last thing I remember is being on stage and they said, "Okay," and down went a fifth of tequila
Tanya.
down my throat. That's the last
Tanya,
thing I
yes.
remember.
I love the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Their song, one of their songs actually reminds me because it was about their friend who died. I play it because a good friend of mine died in the service who I knew. And
Yeah,
the
a good
fucking
song.
irony was that song was playing, I believe it's Under the Bridge. That song was playing when he died because he was a huge Red Hot Chili Peppers fan. And the fucking irony, we just had the radio on and it happened to play. And I go, if this is not a fucking sign or something weird cosmically.
There's your
Oh
favorite
my
cat
God.
right there.
No, it's a black cat.
Oh, don't be mean.
Don't worry, Zod. Cats don't like Skittles.
Y'all, I do have Tom Petty.
Being mean to cats.
My heart.
Shit,
My
shut up.
heart. That broke my heart when Tom
The
Petty.
power of Christ compels you.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
Leave those cats
Sammy,
No,
you
alone.
already know.
Tom Petty's amazing, man.
Yes.
You already know.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It tears me up.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, look at that kitty.
Get
one
him.
up.
Get
Yeah,
some.
The cranberries. I like the cranberries time.
Sixpence
Attack
none the
right
richer too.
Yeah.
Look, I don't
Okay.
care how cute that cat is. I don't walk under ladders, and I don't associate with black cats. I am white,
Oh.
and I work in a mall. and I am the typical person you would see in a horror movie that would be the first fucking person to die. Okay?
But you can let
So
Zod,
I
do
try
you
to
split
avoid
polls?
everything that'll get me there quicker.
Yes,
split
DJ,
polls?
that's Record Hound. Yes, that Groucho Marx is my boy.
Yeah.
Say
Carrie
hello
wants
to
to know
everybody.
what your kitty's name is, Keeley.
This one's Ringo. And
Pussy.
the other one's
I didn't know which one it was.
No.
Oh
Yes,
man,
Ringo.
yeah. No,
Ringo's the
AC/DC
murderer,
was,
one that bloody meows all the
All
time.
right, guys, it's getting late, and I'm getting myself used to waking up at stupid o'clock because after this upcoming week, I start working from home, so I'm gonna go ahead and go. Sorry to cut in on you guys.
Oh,
No
bye. Thank you
worries.
for
Get
being
some
here.
rest, sweetie.
See ya,
Jeff
Tiffany.
D just
Always
uploaded
brave.
a
See y'all
uploaded
later.
a new video. Bye, Tiffany. And
Bye-bye.
before we go, if anybody wants to, Tiffany's going on. We're gonna let her go. But if anybody wants to let everybody know what you're doing, Zod already has. Tiffany, before you run out, you got anything you want to let everybody know about?
Well, as you know, I'm still doing the videos on the JRC. I'm going over the FDA hearings information right now, going over the FDA executive summary from 2014. It's a 126-page document, so I'm going to be working on that one for a good long minute. Now, tomorrow's Memorial Day, so by and large, I don't expect if I would do my usual every 2 weeks live that a lot of people would actually show up anyway. So I'm
Aw.
probably going to do something.
I'll show up. I will show up to your live because you come into every one of my lives. You just let me know when it is, and I'll be there.
All right,
Me
I will
too.
figure something out and let everybody know in the morning. I'll hit you guys' DMs then.
All right.
All right, guys. I'll see you later.
Bye,
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Hello.
Keeley, you want to let everybody know what you're doing, or do y'all want to go for? I mean, does anybody want to go for a few more minutes? I can go a few more minutes.
I'm alright. I'm alright for a minute.
cool.
Um,
Yeah,
Let's
I'm
I mean,
go.
alright for a minute.
let's go.
Yeah.
We got Zod
I've
and
had a nap.
everything.
Don't
Too.
forget.
Hell
I've
yeah.
been
Let's
been
go.
asleep.
I've got 5 cigarettes, so I'm good for a little while.
Yeah.
Bitchy is gone until like, oh shit, it's 8. Well, probably till about 9 or 10. So I'm good.
Zod.
Yeah,
There you go.
Zod,
Oh,
have you
it's
ever
always a party
seen?
with Zod. Oh,
I'm
go ahead.
sorry.
I'm sorry, sweetie. Go ahead.
Have you seen Lost and Delirious?
Lost and delirious.
Me
I
all
see
the
that. I
time.
see that every day.
It's my world.
Well, yeah, I see that in the mirror.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, got
Oh,
me
Jay
there.
McCarthy's in the house. Hi.
Hey,
Yeah, she was
But,
just messaging me done a minute ago.
I'll
Where are we
DM you
again?
about it, Zod.
How do I feel about Lost and Delirious?
No, I said I will DM you
Zod's
about
lost.
it.
Hold on. Zod's lost and delirious right now.
No, I'm sorry. Someone told me about Patriots Day, so I'm looking where to find it so I can watch it tonight and review it tomorrow. Because I like to always make sure I rewatch what I'm going to review just so I can take down notes and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was just making sure that I can have it ready to order. So when I get done on here, I could go and watch it and give my critique, because I did a review on this movie a long time ago, but I think that I would have to take more notes. So like whenever I do a review, like I've been going through Lars Van Trier films, and oh my God, that is a psychological fucking roller coaster. I recently watched Antichrist twice, which I didn't even want to finish going through once. And then I watched the Nymphomaniac Chronicle. I watched
The
Melancholia.
Nymphomaniac?
Yeah, it's with Shia LaBeouf and forgot her.
Oh, yeah, those are crazy.
Colette something.
I've seen
And
that.
oh
What
my
was the other
God,
one you said before that?
Antichrist.
Antichrist.
That movie
Oh,
is
man, I'm
fucking. That's going to be a really interesting movie for me to talk about, because it is a very, very interesting film.
And who
Very
who was the the creator of this or the director or whatnot?
Lars von Trier.
Lars von Trier. Okay.
Carrie wants to know why you watched that twice.
Okay, so when I do a movie review, which you guys might not know, but a lot of movie reviewers tend to watch things once. I don't believe in doing that. I watch it twice. If it's a good movie, I watch it like 3 times, but I normally watch a movie twice. And why I do it is because I watch it once from the perspective of an audience member. I watch it again and I grab a notepad and I start writing things down. Because the first time I just want to kind of get the movie from like my point of view. Like if you went to see it, my perspective, just like, yeah, I like it. The second time I'm looking for things within the film that are wrong. Did someone miss some dialogue? Did something didn't quite fit in? Was there a scene that was off? What my thoughts are about this particular scene. Was this needed? Was that needed? How was the runtime? Things like that. So when you're critiquing, everybody thinks it's simple. It is not. It takes a lot of time. Sometimes you have to watch a movie a couple of times to catch things. Like, for instance, say you're watching a film that could be what I like to use is Joker, right? Everybody watched it once and they gave their opinion. Well, I don't agree with that because in that movie, there's a bunch of different things you can take away that you won't notice the first time watching the movie. Like, for instance, how much of it was true? You could always tell when he was full of shit because he went inside of his mind, right?
Yeah.
And you're probably saying, well, how do we know what was true, what was accurate? Anything with documents was like a watermark for what he was really seeing. So whenever you saw a document in the film, it had a date and time. Todd Phillips did that specifically so you knew what was reality and what wasn't. So everything he's telling you, you could take as bullshit, but the parts where you see the documents and where he's got physical evidence, that's like our real world. When he's on Murray, that really happened because it's in front of a camera and it's in front of that world's audience. Yeah, Irishman was garbage. Sorry, Tanya. It was 3 hours. It was terrible. I love Martin Scorsese. He's one of my favorite film directors, but I think the de-aging really took me out of the movie. It was terrible. And what was terrible was they de-aged De Niro and I think Pacino and a few other people, but when they de-aged them, they still moved like they moved being old men. So when they're like trying to do these action scenes and they're moving around, the age doesn't match how they're moving. So it's very jarring. And that's the problem I have with de-aging. Yeah, I agree. A lot of people said that. I think there's, you know what, Tanya, I could do a review on that and tell you specifically. I'd have to watch that movie again. But there's a lot of parts where I looked at it and I said, come on, Martin, you could have cut this out. You could have cut this out. You could have cut this out. And it still would have been the same movie. He's very, he's one of those directors that's very like grandiose. Like he's very into himself, so he puts a lot of shit in his movies that doesn't need to be in there. Where if you look at it, you go, it doesn't need to be 2-hour epic for everything, Martin. You could cut some stuff out. My favorite film of his, probably The Departed, is one of my
movie. Yeah, that's a
Love it.
movie.
and I totally I just watched it the other night. I totally don't see anything you could have cut where that movie wouldn't have suffered if you cut it. And that's what I mean. Like every film, okay, it's broken up into stories, right? You're seeing one side Leo, one side Damon. If you don't have those perspectives, that movie doesn't work. So that's what I mean by shit you can cut out. If you cut out any scenes in that movie, then that movie doesn't work because every scene has a relevant place and a destination. But like, look at something like Godzilla, right? You could have cut out all of that bullshit of them talking about stupid shit I don't care about, and it's exactly the same film. You could have cut out all of that dumb bitch from Stranger Things parts, and that movie's exactly the same. That arc literally had nothing to fucking do with anything in the movie except for you got to see, I don't know if people have not seen it yet. Sorry, spoiler. Mega Godzilla. You could have cut all of that shit out, still revealed that,
and had less than fucking 2 hours. Why did I need an extra fucking hour of this dumb, unbalanced comedy between two people who are funny and one bitch who's constantly depressed? And it's like, I'm going to be the leader. Why? Why? Because your mom worked for Monarch? Why the fuck does that make you important? It's like, no, we got Millie Bobby Brown. We can't fucking waste her. She's Stranger Things star. Just fucking give her a bunch of fucking ancillary scenes that don't add anything.
This is the Godzilla movie you're talking about.
Kong versus Godzilla. Oh, it was
The new one.
Yeah,
Sorry,
the
not
new
up
one.
to
I
either.
liked it. I loved it. Don't get me wrong. I'm a huge kaiju fan, just like Planet Q's Queen, and I love the monster action. But you could have literally cut out the science shit. Like, okay, if you're gonna put science in the movie, how the fuck can you make a car that can go into the center of the earth and find another fucking upside down world? But you can't come up with something to stop giant monsters? Bullshit. You have to take this fucking poor monkey from a fucking island and transport him. He's fucking scared and confused. You gotta fucking transport him from his peaceful island to what? Fight poor Godzilla, who's got shit under control, because you can't come up with anything. And then they bring out Mechagodzilla. So why the fuck did you need King Kong to come from fucking Skull Island? What was the point if you were just gonna introduce Mechagodzilla? Why? Oh my god, this is what I'm sorry. I get really pet because this is the shit I'm talking about. They throw in so much shit and they treat people so stupid, and it's like, you think your audience is not gonna question, like, why did you need to bring Kong in? I know, because you wanted to have Kong and Godzilla fight. We all knew they were going to be friends, and I call bullshit. Kong should have won that. Anyways, we all knew they were going to fucking team up and fight a bigger bad monster. Every fucking channel I watched predicted this outcome. I fucking predicted this outcome. Yes, thank you, Sean. It was all fan service. Yes, this is I'm very passionate about these things because film is important to me, and it's, you know, there's some movies I can turn my brain off, and some I just can't. Yes, that was the only reason. The only reason why Millie Bobby Brown existed in that movie was so we could see Mechagodzilla. If anyone found out another reason for her stupid ass fucking character to be in the movie, please let me know.
It's a scratch.
Look above you.
Trying to scare you, Zod.
I know. Yes, Nikki. Yes. You know, King Kong. And that was bullshit. They had to make Godzilla win. And you want to know why? It wasn't even because of the fight, because don't get me wrong, they did the fight scenes very well. The reason why was because somebody in editing realized, oh shit, this is called Godzilla versus Kong. So I guess we gotta make Godzilla win. He was getting fucking owned for half of that fucking fight. He got owned in the water. And you're gonna, like, don't get me wrong, they set it up nice. Godzilla lost or won. Kong technically won, and then Godzilla won the next one. But I'm just saying, it's fucking ridiculous. Next, they'll go to Niagara Falls.
Wet t-shirt contest.
No,
Oh my
I'm
God.
not scared of cats. It's black cats. Okay, call me superstitious, but you know, yeah, they might fucking take me to the world.
The superstitions are all made up, by the way.
You don't like black cats, Zod? That's superstitious.
I know.
I'm kidding.
If it's not a joke, it's the name of a movie.
You know what? You know what's sad? Hollywood might fucking market that. We might be giving them an idea.
I'm waiting for that. Someone's gonna come on my stream and have a black cat, and they're gonna be one of these fucking cancel culture weirdos is gonna be like, "Why are you only racist against white cats or black cats, Zod? What are you trying to say?" Fuck you. I dislike other cats, but I really can't do black cats. There is only one thing that kind of made me get on cats' sides, and it was that movie, Cat's Eye by Stephen King.
Oh yeah.
Like when I saw that, and I'm like, oh yeah, all right. If there's a little fucking troll, I'll go get a cat because those things are fucking scarier than the cats.
You know what's funny? My favorite line in that movie, and I know this is gonna make me sound like a pervert.
Okay, look at that comment.
You know, remember when the wife was saying that the what? Oh,
look at what does it say? Screen.
A ribbit. But no, seriously though, in that movie, one of the lines when because the wife thought that it was the bird that had pecked the cat. Mm-hmm. Remember when the troll stabbed the cat? Mm-hmm. And then the husband was like, I didn't realize he had such a big pecker.
No,
That's what I'm talking about. I couldn't put that one.
This is why. I like movies. I like movies from that age because that movie was made in what the late '80s, early '90s. And see, this is the problem with film today because if you look at it, they can't get away with that shit now.
Wait, Zod, hold that thought. Hold that thought, man. And please bring that back up. But I gotta go to the comments what Nikki said. And I know Tammy doesn't want to on the screen. It says Zod's afraid of black pussies.
Whoa. Okay, hold on. Those are two very different things.
Cats.
You know what? I don't think I can get into this subject without sounding horrible, so we'll just leave it at that. A villain doesn't.
Thank you.
I'm afraid they will take me off of YouTube if I do.
No,
it's hilarious though. It was hilarious.
PB was talking to me the other night and he goes, you know what, Zod? You get nervous about saying shit on your channel. He was like, dude, if they just clip something from another stream you're on, they're going to cancel you from that. And I'd be like, yeah, probably.
Nice topic change. You know all about betting that. Don't you do? I bet you want to echo.
Oh, yeah. Don't you know?
Oh, it's time for a
I'm blushing. That's why he went off camera.
No, I whenever I go off camera, I'm going into my kitchen, and I don't like showing all of my house quite yet. When
really
I'm going to do a stream once we clean up some shit, and I might give you guys a tour of my apartment. So
this guy drunk cooking Alfredo chicken in a cowboy hat and underwear. Shut the hell up, Zod.
Hey, it's a cowboy hat and
the little buckaroo
pajamas.
Little buckaroo.
I'm getting you some underwear with that on there.
Little buckaroo.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to make this stream 18 and over.
Yeah, man, you can put that in your merch.
Yeah,
little
you can.
Little buckaroo.
Oh, I could. It could be a
lasso.
Buckaroo.
With a lasso. Oh no!
I could go further, but I won't.
Man, we are off the hinges.
We could probably explain the whole kneeling thing, but I'll give you a hint. He wasn't the one kneeling. Anyway, what's the comment?
Read it, Gary. Can you see it?
Keeley, you can't hide from the horny toad. He will hop, 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 hop to your pussy ribbit.
Yep, it's just gone
Hello.
straight to hell.
I'm the horny toad. Hello. I'm the horny toad.
Oh, road names and pub. Oh God, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
I still ain't got over that place called the Dick's Halfway Inn.
Oh God.
The what?
Actually, it is. Oh, Fanta, you weren't here. You
And then you
missed
go
it.
next door to the Cox Inn.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Tiffany bounced out of here because she was like, okay, I'm not associated with anybody on this panel.
Child stealing my cigarettes, y'all. Are you
Oh
on?
my
Fuck, it's
God.
fun.
They can hear
You're
you.
like,
Yeah, I'm on my laptop. Everyone say hello to my daughter.
On the YouTube.
Yeah, I'm on
Hey,
YouTube.
Hey, what's up?
How much
Hi.
I don't know
I'm the
how long
crazy
I'm gonna be on the
stalker that
YouTube.
messaged you.
And unicorns. Love unicorns.
Oh, why ain't it showing? Gary's going to show Keeley his trunk. Everybody's
Oh,
saying,
yeah.
hey, Tammy's daughter. Oh, what about Gary showing Keeley his trunk? Yeah, well, she just said,
I feel so bad because your family's probably like, what the hell is going on? I walk in, there's someone talking about trunks, someone talking about cats.
So God, this isn't my stream.
Every time.
My mum could see
She said
it.
it's every time I walk in the basement. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Guys,
hello, we're glad you're
Oh.
back.
Hey, Keeley.
Right.
Yeah, Gary, that's a mighty big trunk if I do say so myself.
Why, thank you, Zod.
I just think of me and my blind self in that line out of Eminem's song. If you hit a
All
tree, you
swinging
couldn't pop
lows,
the
pits of
trunk.
scars.
Oh goodness. Scarves.
Coughing fit.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I am in my basement, Elizabeth. My poor
With an
kid.
upside down question mark above her head.
Yeah. Which, with the way this StreamYards is, the lie that tells me how long we've been on and how many people are in here, it's covering everything up except the long part.
Where have I heard that one before?
Exactly. That's what she said.
All right.
Not about the size.
All right.
What motion they put in that ocean between them. Why do you think these two fell asleep before the stream? I mean, we're on a live stream right now. Imagine what them two are doing
we slept together.
with technology.
On the phone, we were literally snoring in each other's ears.
They
Huh?
did. It's stuff to make themselves snore. You know when you get that release, how well you sleep.
Tommy.
Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off.
I'm the only
Oh,
person
you make Gary blush.
Oh, God. How about whacking the wheezies and flicking the beans?
Hey, I just
Jesus.
bitch begun myself.
See, for me, after extracurricular activities, I don't fall asleep. I actually feel like I had a shot of adrenaline. Has anyone else run into that? Like, I get a burst of energy, and I'm like, all right, let's go run. Let's go do some videos. Yeah.
I get hungry. I'm like,
would too.
make me a sandwich.
I'm a sandwich.
Billy's like, oh, make you a sandwich, motherfucker. Okay.
Hey, Zod,
They don't just fall asleep.
what are you
together.
talking about, boy? You are crazy.
Oh my god.
Hey there. What's up, guys?
That is
I
adorable.
am the Zebracorn. And Tammy is trying to steal my look right now. My name is Stripes. She's not Stripes, but she's trying to steal my look. Girl,
bet mine-
dog.
Bet mine does better than yours.
Ooh, hey
I bet
now.
my stripes are more angled than yours.
Be careful. Hey, I got those too.
Throw them over my shoulder.
I don't even know what the hell just
Trust
happened.
me, Bitchy is used to it.
Yeah,
I love this
she's
little
gonna come
guy.
home and be like, "Didn't I tell you to actually sleep?"
No.
Because I was up for 11 hours. I worked from 11 to 11, and when I got back, she looked so sexy. But I'm not gonna lie, I was so fucking tired. I was just like, "Hold on, I'll go on camera for this one." I'm actually eating right now, but so I'm like this. She's looking all sexy, and I'm like. She's like,
Oh, Gallup, where you going? We're just getting started.
It's getting ridiculous now. Oh yeah, we're still here.
You better know it.
Piglet. Oh, poo.
You better stick around, girl. We're just getting started.
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, I do have
We always
stuff
ready.
'cause now I've told the Miss Planet Q's I gotta do this review, and this fucking movie's apparently a unicorn. I don't know where the fuck to find it. I did not realize how hard it is to
I'm a
find some of these movies.
Zebracorn. Look at the stripes.
Patriot, if anyone
Zebracorn.
knows where I could find this movie, fucking
What's it called?
Patriot Day, right? Patriots Day.
Never
Patriots
heard of it.
Day.
Heard of the Patriot? That's a good movie.
Oh, if you guys don't know, it's actually it's a great film with Mark Wahlberg. It's about the Boston City bombing, that marathon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was fucked up, and they didn't want to release this movie when it first came out. They did not want to because I guess it's still taboo because God forbid we talk about shit that's happened.
Mm-hmm.
It really makes me upset. Just like that movie Richard Jewell, like they gave that such little. Everyone panned it, and the reason why was because if you guys watch that movie Richard Jewell, it was a direct reflection on how fucked up the media is. This lady literally slept with a police officer to get information she was not supposed to have, and went after this guy's life.
Be right back.
Yeah, and let me look. Let me know if you find it because I have HBO Max and I didn't see anything. But anyways, in Richard Jewell,
Oh my
it was
gosh, dickhead.
so fucked up.
I wish I could see it.
Nikki, yes, Nikki. We keep it
I'm not
live.
reading that out though. Oh yeah.
I need a fucking movie screen so I can see this stuff.
Tanya said she watched it. She thinks on Amazon Prime not long ago. You got Amazon
You need a
Prime?
magnifying glass.
Yeah, I was looking on Amazon Prime, and it's really weird because it for the thing.
It's hilarious.
Oh, it does have a rent on it. Yeah.
These
Let me see. Can I? Yes, I know. Let's see. Is it gonna do?
Hey, Keeley.
We've
I'm
all just
checking
got
it.
Okay.
Oh crap! My mic is
Good
on.
news. So I just rented it, and I'm going to have it on my watch list. So I will watch that tonight, and then I will give you a review on it tomorrow.
Yes, the chat is insane, along with the rest of us. Oh, these two, look, when these two go off screen,
Tammy, I don't know what you're
I
talking
can hear
about.
you, you know.
I am the
Put
most
headphones on,
ignorant
Tammy
person
talks
on this
about.
fucking panel.
She said, I can hear you, you know.
And I can see you.
oh, I'm gonna have a God moment. Maybe not a rant, but I'm not gonna shut up. Have any of you got the USA lot seen Line of Duty? I've not seen Line of Duty. It's that it sounds familiar,
I have.
but I've not seen it. I'll be honest, I've not seen it.
Oh,
Pretty much
never
any
heard
of
of
you guys name a movie, I've probably seen it.
Lost and Delirious. Lost and
Delirious.
Delirious.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Huh?
Have you seen Lost and Delirious?
Yes, I'm pretty sure I have seen it. I gotta look it up just to see who the cast is, but I'm pretty sure it sounds very familiar to me.
Yeah. I believe you.
Oh, it's a TV series. Okay, no wonder it sounds familiar. Okay. I've not seen it though. Oh, the Lucifer really okay.
Wow, you might actually have picked something. Oh, that's why.
Behave, Nicky.
He's showing you his toy.
Oh, you actually got me because I'm still not very versed in Canadian medium. So things that are shot or based in there, sometimes I miss them. I've been branching out to a lot of different foreign films because I don't like this American shit that's been coming out. So
Are
I
you
try
talking to me?
yes. It says
Okay.
it explains why I didn't watch it because around that time I wasn't exploring a lot of international movies, and then I started. I was only in the Korean market because I like a lot of like Korean, really fucked up Korean films.
Yeah.
So I hadn't discovered that a lot of other countries make better movies than we do.
Yeah. I just always loved it. Bitchy might like it.
You know what? I was reading the description. She might.
No.
she
I'm sorry.
I am not the sexual object of your gratification. Yes, a cigarette.
I'm sorry.
Good Lord, Jeff.
No.
I'm gonna turn this camera off so I can get my face up in there and see. Oh my God, what I just said.
Jerry.
Jerry here.
Y'all, you heard
Okay.
it here. Fantasies so I can get my face up in it. 2020 hashtag get my face up in it 2021.
Oh, you have
Yes,
to talk to these
we're
things
kind
like,
of half going on and we've half lost our mind.
Yeah, I lost my mind about 11 hours ago. So I'm on coffee and adrenaline.
Oh Lord, Sabbath, it's been just sure. That gives you an idea of what we've been doing, Sabbath. Oh Lord, Lord, Lord.
Where's Gary and Keeley doing?
Showing, apparently looking at trunks.
I can still hear you now.
I love that.
Did y'all hear something?
I will say this much. Keeley has more morals than I do, so I'm
not saying
Like, I feel like if me and Bitchy were on camera and then we're off camera, you guys can put together what's going on. I'm not even going to try to hide that.
It's drunk in his nuts.
Oh Jesus.
It's Dee's nuts.
You gotta have fun. I mean,
yeah.
when you
I
do
pick on them, but they're cute.
I remember when I did a 4-hour stream on my late night talks. We had such a great time because at a certain point streaming for 2 or 3 hours, you do really start to lose your mind.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, we're going down the rabbit hole.
You gotta have fun. Zod 2021.
Hey, someone hashtag that and pass it around. I totally agree. One thing about this and one thing about my channel and every one of these people on this panel is that, look, we clearly all have fun doing what we do. And I hate when a channel starts to look like a news segment or something like that. Yeah, I believe you can deliver the stories that you have to, but you and everybody in the chat should. Oh yeah, I agree with you, Nikki. You and everybody in the chat should have fun doing what you're doing. If this ever becomes a job for me, I and you guys can quote me on today. If this ever becomes a job for me, then you won't see my channel, because the day I don't enjoy talking with you guys and the day I don't enjoy being on a panel with everybody like this, then I know I'm done.
Yeah.
I think the mistake a lot of people make is that, it becomes work, it becomes job. And look, I'm monetized now, so there's a lot of shit you guys don't see behind the scenes. Don't be in a rush to get monetized. Fucking rules and shit. But I still enjoy doing what I do. And I still know my late night talks will never be monetized. So I still let it all go. I remember when I was in a group, there was this person that I was in this group with, and they had a great Friday night show. And when they started getting bigger and they started growing, the dynamic of the show changed. It became like corporate. And you guys know my stance on that shit. If I ever feel like I'm becoming corporate, I'm going to fucking hang it up, because I've had many arguments with Father Zod about this, but I just don't like looking at the financial aspect of it. I believe that people will make up their own minds, and if they like you and if they're having a good time, then it should be on them. Like, if y'all give me stuff, thank you, I appreciate it. But if you don't, I'm not going to be I've seen so many of these fucking YouTubers going like, oh, I haven't gotten this amount of money, so I'm cutting the stream off. That's so disingenuous. Like, we're all having a good time here, and that's what it should be about. Everybody here loves streaming with everybody. The chat's having a great time. That's what this should be about. You guys should be able to forget this crazy shit going on and be able to talk about trunks.
Exactly. And you can ask everybody in this chat, they are on this panel, I'm very adamant about that. I want my streams on Sunday night. I just want us to have a good time. And if it means penis talk, we'll talk penis.
Hey, I started that. I don't. If I see 5 other channels with a fucking penis talk conversation, I'm coming after you pricks because I started that. I started hashtag penis talk. Now there's 500 videos about Jason Barman, and I was like, you motherfucker, I know you fucks watch me because I fucking covered this, and now you got 3 videos coming out talking about it. I was like, I fucking did that first. You guys weren't talking about penis before this guy, except for, everyone on this panel. We've always had
Didn't Pine Anal start on your channel, Zod?
Yes,
I'm
and
back on the
shout
screen
out
now,
to
so
Stone
I gotta let
Loki.
you go. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Is my mic on? Damn.
Yeah. What'd you say?
I've already told them I better be in the wedding.
Oh.
I better be in the wedding.
Yeah.
I knew before they knew.
Oh,
Don't invite me to the wedding. I'm Irish. Bad things happen to good people. I won't be offended. I'll understand.
Oh no, you're gonna be the entertainment.
Oh,
He's
Jesus.
gonna be a
Then
stand
you
up.
guys
You're
will
gonna be the
get me
rapper.
rapping.
Yeah, God's gonna be rapping.
You're gonna rap at the reception.
Bitchy has me on camera Halloween night, and I actually got applauded. I was fucking surprised. I did a cover for the Gorillas, Clint Eastwood, because that's my favorite song, and I did like that song I know by heart, so I did it, and people were like, "Holy fuck, that's really good." I was really drunk, so I could hit that guy's voice pretty well because
Nice.
that song is if you're stoned or drunk. You need that kind of like, I'm happy. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. That kind of thing.
Sing it, Zara.
Not
Sing it,
long, the
man.
future is going on. I like Dare.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude, the Gorillas they got so much talent to me. And I know a lot of people would be like, blah, 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 hate, whatever. But I think they have a lot of talent because when you look at their music, they just don't do one genre. They've done electric. They've done dance, rap, rock, really like mellow, kind of like Fish kind of shit. I mean, they hit every genre. It's crazy.
The lead singer is the lead singer of Blur, and they did song number 2. Woohoo! That one.
Oh, that's him?
Yeah.
Well, I can't fucking tell because he wears a fucking he's in a fucking cartoon thing all the time.
But put in your head the voice of the guy in Blur and feel Clint Eastwood, and you'll hear it.
Ooh,
I got my head shaved
because I got both of
them. Yeah.
Holy shit, you're right.
Yep.
Oh my god.
You're welcome. Music's my thing, Zod.
Well, you know what, Fanta? We could probably go back and forth because I remember a lot of shit. 90s was my favorite era of music.
Me too.
Yeah, but I was around that time, so that's great. I thought I was the only one who listened to these, and I got so much shit. They're like, "Oh, the Grudge era. What are you depressed?" I go, "No, I just like how fucking Kurt Cobain sounds."
People think I'm crazy when I say it, but I say it all the time. Grunge saved my life. It changed everything. And Chris, you know how I feel about Chris, and he still gets me through stuff.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. He's a special. He's special. But yeah, we could do that one day, maybe.
Yeah. I will.
Because I love being on panel with you guys. It's so much fun, and tonight, after the week I've had, this has been great. And thank you, Tammy, for having me up.
I'm just
It's
glad you
helped.
were here. If I'd have known you were going to be, I didn't know if you'd be here or not tonight. And that's why I didn't.
Yeah.
I knew as soon as you were able to get back, I wanted to have you on the stream. So
Thank
We
you so
love you.
much.
We
I
love
love you
fam.
guys. I really
love
do.
you. Yeah, I know. I've said this before, but we've got some new people that I'm new to as far as recognizing their names in this community, and I just want you to know, this community is amazing. That the people that I have met in this community, and just seeing the things that this community is willing to do for each other, the way that you're willing to be there for each other, and the way you're willing to just you care. It's amazing to me, and
It's we, Tammy.
yeah,
It's we.
all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
I
of
feel
us.
like I'm saying this for all of us on the panel. It's awesome, and it makes me want to keep doing this and I keep thinking, God, what am I going to do once this Johnny Depp stuff's over? I don't want to lose this community.
Talk about what you want to talk about. That's my
I'm
channel.
just so
It's
scared
whatever.
of losing this community. That's what hurts, is that, I know everybody's going to move on, and it's kind of like, shit.
Tammy,
I don't
I'm
want
looking
you
at you
to.
right now.
No.
Well, for
Good for you,
one,
what you carry.
you can
Mwah.
stop. You
Oh,
can
thank you,
stop
Tammy.
stealing my look. Number one. And then actually, you can keep that look, and then we can just talk about fashion. You and me. You and me.
You can tell I am a
Yeah.
fashionista.
You all. I love your look. I love your look. Love it so much.
Tammy, I'm gonna have to disagree with you. I'm gonna tell you a story.
What?
With my group that I have now, my Phantom Bridge crew, we've been doing this together for 3 years. 3 years we have stayed together in the same group. We've added and subtracted people along the lines, but I think when you find people that click, like you find a group that works, I don't think that ever really goes away. Yeah, we might get busy. Yeah, we might not be able to always make each other's streams. But even here online, I found out something amazing, that even though it's online and we're not in the same places, if we all have the same interests and we all work as a group, we're always going to gravitate towards that group. So I don't think you have anything to worry about. You're doing great.
Thank you.
And, I'll always be available. I mean, hell, okay, so most people won't know this, and this will be an announcement to whoever we have watching. But I've been giving it a lot of thought.
Good point,
And
Nick.
the reason why I'm taking so many hours at my job. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Planet Q's Coin.
Oh, God, here we go. Here's another plug. Go ahead, Zod. Say it.
That comment there is very true.
What does it say?
We haven't been talking about JD in this stream, just shooting the shit and having a great time.
And that's true. You're
Oh,
right.
Keeley, you have to be quiet. Zod's going to do another plug. Let's go. Let's hear it.
That is so
No, he's quiet.
You're so sweet.
If you guys, most of you guys may not know, but I've been putting in a lot of hours at work, and I've talked to Bitchy. The reason why I'm putting in a lot of hours at work is that I've been talking with my crew, and I'm considering making this a full-time job.
Nice.
So if you guys like the channel and you've been helping us out, I appreciate it, because everything I get from YouTube is actually going to I'm thinking of actually getting a studio, and I'm thinking of really making this a job, because I've come to realize that, one, I don't fucking like working for other people. And two, I have my most fun when I'm doing this. I like setting my own schedule. I like setting my own time. And I think I'm really going to pursue giving you guys the best content that I can give you guys. So most people don't know, I haven't made like a big announcement on my channel. Oh, thank you. I haven't made a big announcement, but I've met some pretty big people and things like that. And I'm really thinking of making this a full-time thing, because unlike most people, I actually give a shit about the audience. I'm passionate, and I think I can do it better than half of these fake fucking people that, get these subscribers and they don't appreciate them. And everyone, including this panel that I work with, I'm lucky enough that they have the same kind of passion that I do, and I want to grow that.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it,
me,
man.
Rob,
Go for it.
Gary, Tammy, Keeley, Tiffany, we all feel the same way about these things. And I really am considering making this like my thing, because to be honest with you, I'm getting to a point where I just don't, I'm tired of waking up, giving my all to other people and not getting anything in return for it. I want to be my own boss.
Yeah. Well, we'll be there.
Yeah.
You know it.
So I'm going to be working on my channel a lot,
Go for it, man. That's your passion. You got to go for it, for real, man.
Yep.
It's just
thank you.
Yeah, man. We'll definitely have your back. Absolutely. But you're gonna have more, and you're very good at it. You have a knack for this.
You really do.
You're a natural, number one, and you're good at when you talk to people and interview them and stuff like that. You have good questions, and it can go a long way for you. It really can. I can see that. I see that happening for you like crazy, man. So
yeah.
And if you guys don't know, the most beautiful woman that I've ever known is back. Hey, honey.
You ass kisser, you little ass kisser, you. But hey, you got to do that though, man. Happy wife, happy life.
Yep, she's awesome. But yeah, I've been thinking about that a lot. So that's what I'm going towards, and I'm telling everybody here who's watching. So if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm working on a lot of different things as far as that goes, because I really want to make this a big community that everyone can come to.
Don't ever stop plugging your channel, you asshole, because you're going to be a superstar. You know it. And if you don't think so, you can kiss my ass.
No, seriously though, man. And everybody here has that ability to do that. Tammy talks about is growing. It's growing like crazy. It's doing really good. Keeley, of course, and I'm doing more. I'm not worried about my channel. I'm just worried about getting over to the UK. But I'm trying to support her as much as possible, and her channel's growing. She's doing awesome, and we do some collaborations. And if people enjoy that, then that's great. I'm going to continue to do more of it.
We love that.
Yeah.
We love seeing you on those with her. It's awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad that you do. Bless her heart. She tries to be serious, but I always bring fucking comedy.
You remember my comedy?
Yeah, but all of us can continue to grow together. Yeah. I couldn't last 2 minutes on the last one.
You remember my comment?
You heard it here.
Yeah.
Hashtag I couldn't last 2 minutes.
2021.
That almost flew right past me.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
But no, Amy too. You Phantasmagorical. You got a good thing going as well. So just let's
you really
all keep
think
it
so?
going.
I don't bore you to death.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Look, it amazes me at the talent in this community, whether it's doing this or like, look at Real Pampster. I know she's left, but look at what she's done. Look at
oh my God, yeah.
And
did you see a drawing?
In this community, there's so many talented people. It's just amazing. This community is filled with talent that just, good night, Gina. That is just amazing. And Tanya.
Tammy, did you see the drawing that she did of you?
Yeah, I saw it. I got to tell her thank you. That is so amazing.
No, I didn't see the drawing.
In the stream.
I didn't either. I didn't see it.
Yeah, well, she put it on Twitter. It's on my Discord as well.
Yeah, no, those
Okay.
drawings are amazing. But Tanya, look, you got 12 subscribers, and maybe you want to think about starting something too. Who knows?
Exactly.
What's that?
I've got 59 so
I
far.
definitely feel you there. I barely got up.
Oh,
All right.
oh,
Okay.
Captain Obvious. Thank you. There it is.
There it is.
Keeping the
Well, this-
spirit of Carrie K alive.
Well, this one that she did was talking about, listening, and of course. What's the stream called again? The video, I mean.
The video is called, 1 second, Mindfulness and Being Present, A to Z. L is for listening.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a nice little stream. It's a nice little it's like a
21 minutes long.
what do you call it that's going on? It's gonna be A through Z, so we're trying to do it like
Like
every
a
day.
series.
It's like a series. Yeah,
doing
thank
it,
you.
yeah.
Thank you, Amy.
It's a series,
You're
yeah.
welcome.
Jackie, of course you can. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jackie, plug your book. Come on, everybody, plug whatever you got going on.
Plug.
Yeah, that's what we're all about. We're all
And
about
I
helping
really-
each other out.
Promotions,
we've got a
everyone
real
go.
author.
Absolutely.
We've got Captain Obvious has got a channel. And I'm gonna tell you, Captain Obvious, she on the money every time something happens with this stuff.
I've been on her panel twice.
Yeah, there's just so many talented creatives in this community that it just
Yeah.
phew. I
And you can
mean,
see the
it's
passion
awesome.
flowing, man. I mean, like through
Yeah.
through all of us, and especially Zod. Zod's got the biggest passion for this that I can see. And he
He
really
really does.
deserves it, man. He deserves
He's
it. So
a designated ranter.
yeah, yeah, exactly. The designated ranter. For real. And I love it, man. That's what we all love about Zod. And there's things about, all these channels that we're a part of in this community that we love, And we always make fun of each other out of love and everything like that. Like, yeah, it's Rob's. Yeah, I'm here, you're there. And I love all of you, and I'm gonna take care of you and plug all your channels and stuff like that.
Oh,
So, I mean, it's just all of us, man. So this is great. We'll just keep it growing, and we can all grow together, man. Cause
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Designated
doesn't have-
ranter is now Tiffany.
Oh my goodness, Tiffany! I was almost
She's
like,
been a
I guess
roll.
I don't need to come on.
yeah.
Oh
my God. With you and Tiffany going, that stream would last for like 5 hours.
Yeah, they took 3.5 hours.
Oh.
Yeah, we're at 326 now.
I am.
Look at that.
Let's see. She's got a promo her friend made for her. Cool.
Sweet.
Cool. Yeah.
Very
Yeah, I
cool.
would say that anyone look, not, and I'm just being real with everyone. Not every channel is going to get big and explode right away. I did this for 3 years before I got to 1,000. 3 fucking years with people telling me I'm ridiculous. What are you doing? Yada yada yada. I barely listen to people as it is, so people critiquing me, that was one ear at the other. The important part
What'd
is
you say?
not if what they say, but it's what you feel.
Yeah.
You know, if you aren't committed, then yeah, you won't grow. But if you stay on it and you just don't listen to the background noise, anybody who wants to do it, you can. Even if you only have fucking 200 or 300 people, that's still more than most people I see who try this. And I've seen a lot of people come and go. A lot.
Yeah.
This Sunday, Gary and Rob are going to be doing a live stream together.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for that, man. I'm gonna meet him down in Orlando. That's gonna be so much fun.
What is it?
Well, Rob's coming to Florida.
What?
And yeah, I'm gonna meet him.
Oh,
You're going for dinner with
and-
her family, aren't
hey,
you?
honey, everybody's saying hi to you.
Hi, bitches.
Hey, bitchy.
Hey, bitchy.
Oh,
Because
Sean.
everybody
you're so
loves
fine,
you.
You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, bitchy. Hey,
Hey,
bitchy.
bitchy.
Oh, bitchy, you're so fine. You're so fine. You
Sean
blow
wants-
my mind. Hey, bitchy. Hey, bitchy.
bitchy. Sean wants to know how you.
She said, now I get why you like your
So, I
theme
don't
song
know.
so much.
He don't listen to anybody.
Can't hear you, Tammy.
What,
I said-
Tammy?
Sean wants to know how exactly do YouTubers get paid for their videos, and I said I don't know. I don't get paid.
No,
I
we
know.
don't want to tell us.
We don't know.
It's through ads and go ahead, Zod.
Patreon.
You know more.
It's through ads and Patreon and joining the channel. If you guys like the content, and I'm sorry, shameless promo, but joining my channel actually helps more than getting ads because they limit everything I put out. So when you join my channel, that's like something monthly that they don't take anything out of channel subscriptions and Patreon, which I will be updating my Patreon page. I'm going to be starting to put exclusive game content on there because I play League of Legends Wild Rift a lot and My Hero Academia, Strongest Hero. I do a lot of mobile gaming because I don't have time to do I do laptop gaming too. But I don't have a lot of time to do that. So I'm actually trying to get into the League of Legends Wild Rift Red Bull tournament they're sponsoring. So I've been working to try to get my my levels up. But yeah, I do stuff like that too. So I might put that on Patreon and a couple of videos and analysis and things like that. But yeah, I mean, any form of entertainment, that's what I do. And if you want to do it, it's a lot of Google AdSense and sponsorship. DC Fandom has been talking with me for a while, and they're going to work out something. So if I can get a sponsorship from them,
That'd be awesome.
Captain,
Yeah.
Captain Obvious wants
So-
to know. I can't get it to show up for some reason, but she wants to know how bitchy feels about my bitch be gone.
Richie's fine with it because that's exclusively for the herd.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, it's bitch
So,
be
yeah,
gone,
you
not
have to
bitchy
have-
be gone.
Now, I do know this, Sean.
Exactly.
You do have to have 1,000 subs and so
Yep.
many watch hours before
4,000.
they start
4,000.
paying you. Yeah,
I had
4,000
4,000 watch hours for a
Yeah, I've
year.
got the-
I
yeah.
just didn't have the subs. So now that I got the subs, and look, this is important not just to my channel, but every one of these channels. Check constantly because YouTube just did a purge. Make sure you're still subscribed to people because you
Yeah,
know
I
how we
have
all say that, but it's
subscribers.
true.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it
They
does
will
happen.
unsubscribe you because they are a
Jeff
bunch
Dixon
of
to 311 again. Good. Yeah.
I
Now,
lost 3
Zod,
today.
Zod, when you said
no.
subscribing, are you talking about becoming a member?
no.
Subscribe.
The
Well, everyone's got
just subscribe.
subscribers. You've heard me telling you how our mine keeps going down as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
that
they
goes
do.
down.
And people will DM you and tell you, hey, I never unsubscribed, but they'll be unsubscribed. It's because YouTube, if you're inactive on a channel for a certain amount of time, they automatically remove it. They call it a dead sub.
Gotcha.
They did that
I'm
to
talking
me
about
with
the. Go ahead.
they did
Yeah,
that to me with Tug's channel, and I about had to come apart.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I've had
they
channels that I
especially do
watch
it with big
regularly, and
channels.
I'll go in and like if I
Yeah.
miss a couple of videos and be unsubscribed, I'm like, what happened? You know, and not that I didn't watch them for 6 months or something. It can be, you know, miss a couple of videos, and I'll just tell you, I am a busy person, and it is hard to watch people's videos. It's not that it's just sometimes I get behind and like I haven't seen somebody's videos for a few days. If they're doing a purge at that time, you can be unsubscribed, and it's just that you just missed them for a few days, you know. So
Yeah.
That's why I check Twitter too for lives and stuff because YouTube won't always do it. They did. That's what happened was when the appellate court in the UK gave their decision. Tug
Yeah.
was live and it never showed up, and I just happened to somehow find it, and I was so upset because I was in there right at the end.
Oh, Tanya, just to let you know, I actually talk with Nerd It's Newsstand. She is awesome. And yeah, if you guys haven't checked out her channel, check her out. she is the nicest person I know. She went off for a while because she gives so much valid and good information. She literally had somebody stalking her and sending some shitty threats. And this is why I don't like this woke culture, because it was someone who was woke and it was a review she did. And they came after her, and she's she's one of the nicest people I think I've talked to. I wanted to have her on my channel, but because she's like way ahead of me and really busy, it's hard for our times to kind of lap over. But yeah, she's another great channel. Her stuff that she gives is very, very true. She's a huge DC fan. She knows her shit.
Oh yeah, she does.
Yeah, so,
I watch a lot of her videos as well, man. She's awesome, and you know what she does for her day job, I'm not gonna say, but she's actually said it on our channels before, but I'm not gonna put it out there like that. Of course, she's gonna be busy. Yeah.
Oh yeah. She's just always been improving and things like that. I've always had a lot of respect for her channel and what she does. I'm not actually a Patreon member to very many people, but I am to her channel.
Yeah.
So I don't know what kind of
Captain Obvious want to know about what are the requirements for community tab and membership.
1,000 subs.
That's what I was thinking, is that it comes with monetization. That's when you get those, because that's what I've noticed. Like when people gets monetized, that's when you start seeing community tabs and memberships. Is what.
Yeah, that's what I was asking about. That's what I was asking about as far as getting monetization. Is it as becoming a member? It's like you actually. It's not just subscribing to the channel; it's actually becoming a member.
Yeah,
you are what they call a YouTube partner, and when that happens, that means that you get the extra perks of YouTube. One of those is that you get to have a community tab. You get a membership tab. I believe they said at 10,000, I can promote my merchandising store. So yeah, even at my thing, I really don't have anything compared to like bigger channels. You get a merchandise tab. You get all this other stuff. You get endorsers who will actually be notified of your channel at 10,000. Like they'll flag you and be like, oh, this guy's popular. So that's when you start getting a lot of endorsements. And I'm very sketchy about taking them, because after you get endorsed, you have separate guidelines that were set up. Thank you, Onision, and all you other douchebag YouTubers who are on that. Those guys are the reason why now we have guidelines under endorsement, because of that bullshit Onision and a lot of other high-end YouTubers pulled Shane Dawson. Ugh.
Oh, good Lord.
Those dudes are whack jobs for real.
They're weirdos. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Onision
I'm personally
especially.
a longtime Fluffy Talks subscriber.
Fluffy Talks.
I love Fluffy.
You talking about Gabriel Iglesias or
Fluffy Talks? Have you not ever watched Fluffy Talks? Oh my God, I love Fluffy Talks. World's Worst Tattoos. I thought you would love it.
I watched Joe Santagato for that.
I thought it was Gabriel Iglesias as well. Phantasmagoric.
I just cut out. What happened?
What?
I cut out for a second.
I said I thought it was Gabriel Iglesias as well when she first said that.
Yeah, because he's fluffy.
He's a long. I mean, he's been doing it for like 15 years, something like that. Nikki, Fanta, I know you can't see the comments, so I want to tell you what Nikki said. She said, Fanta, I have to say you're one beautiful person inside and out.
Yeah, we all feel that way about you.
Yes,
thank you.
Not all of y'all.
Yeah, that's what I mean. This is such a great community. Like, that's why I get really upset when people in the media attack this community, because I think it's a bunch of bullshit. I've met nothing but nice people. And look, every community you get involved with has drama, but when it comes to protecting people and being there for people, this community rallies like none I've literally ever been a part of. And I've been a part of a few groups or been around a few groups, and this one's probably the best. I'm not gonna lie, we got some of the greatest people in this community who really care. I mean, half of the people who are in the chat right now do as much research as any of us do.
Yeah.
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 I mean, it's crazy.
I learn something every day.
I learned something going to my Twitter. I'm just like, oh shit.
Well, man,
Yeah.
I'm so busy with work nowadays. I just let Keeley keep me updated.
Well, I have an 18
What's going on?
daughter that lives with me. So,
I know. I will tell you what time you're streaming and everything as well.
You what?
So I have to tell Gary what time he's on a stream.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I
oh
mean,
shoot, this is a stream today. Oh man, all right.
I'm actually, y'all be sure and check out Wednesday night with Rob. You know, we're all on Rob's on Wednesday nights. I will have a new product. Troll be gone in new glare
Ooh,
formula.
troll be gone. Nice.
Oh, Will.
Yes.
Speaking
Is
of
it
He
which,
picks
tomato
on me and
flavored?
Cherry so bad on his lives.
He's
He
awful.
has us cussing and threatening to throw hands and everything.
oh my god, his live, I got done watching it when he went off on his job. I was like, oh my god, that shit was hilarious. If you guys didn't check it out, check out the Glare's last live stream, and he laid down a couple of points. I was actually texting him after the stream because I had my late night talks at the same time, and I was texting him afterwards during rewatching it, going, man, you let those guys have it. The funniest shit too is he linked the video to the people at his job, like his bosses and stuff. He quit. So,
I didn't see that.
yeah.
Oh
That was
man,
a fucking boss.
Mm-hmm.
we gotta go watch
yeah.
that for sure.
Will's a very smart guy. He knows his stuff.
Yeah.
And, you know, he trolls, if anyone hasn't figured it out by now, he trolls just to be funny, but he's very smart in everything he talks about. And he looks
yeah.
up.
Oh yeah, he is
Very
well.
knowledgeable.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
very knowledgeable. He's very articulate. I mean, he puts his words together well, and he makes his point.
And he's got
quite
a
well.
hell of a story. Like, the man knows about life, the stuff he's talked about going through. Like, he's been there. So, you know, shout out to him. Who knows if he's watching us right now? It jumps across screens.
Yeah, he may. But yeah, no, he's awesome, man. He's
If we
awesome.
are, Will, I'll have a new product just for you Wednesday night.
Uh-oh. Troll be gone.
Troll be on, Gary. It
Oh,
means it's time
yeah.
for a new jingle.
It's time for a new jingle. A jingle for those dingles.
Yep. Y'all, this is my last cigarette, so we're gonna have to wind up because I gotta go get cigarettes. I can't be without cigarettes. You want to see some bitch be gone?
There you go. This bitch gonna be gone.
I will run everybody off.
Oh,
There
Zod.
y'all,
Zod, look up.
It's like
Look out, Zod, get you.
Zod, look at the screen.
Oh, hey. No. Yeah, and if you guys don't know, I don't know when. I'll talk to Bitchy about it tonight, but we are going to see a movie, most likely Cruella, because
No, we can see this Quiet Place too.
I've just made it up.
so yeah, we're going to see Cruella, but sometime in there too, we're gonna go see A Quiet Place too, because I really want to see that one, and she's interested in Cruella. But here's the thing: so you guys voted, and I set the bar so low. Our stream for the Spiral video was at the time 50 or 60, and I said, okay, they'll never do this. If you get this to 100, I'll go see Cruella and break my not seeing a Disney product thing. They got it to 113. So you know what? Next time I'm gonna set that motherfucker higher because like within an hour it had already jumped to 90, and I go, oh, I am so fucked. And then by the end of the day, it was at 113. So thank you guys for watching that, and me and Bitchy are gonna go see Cruella and tell you how it is.
Sorry,
Zod.
man. Hey, you got to make the sacrifices.
I do it. I do it for everybody in the chat. She said,
Okay.
"One man alone, betrayed by the country he loves."
All right, yeah, I'm gonna have to wind her up. I am hurting in lots of places now.
I know,
I'm
I'm in
for
real
so
bad
long.
pain
So
today.
yeah, between not having any more cigarettes and hurting all over, it's time to wind her up. Does anybody want to plug anything before we go?
I just want to say that if you've not watched the mindfulness videos, go and check them out. They're being released every day and they're really, really good just to have that moment for yourself. Obviously, I'm going to be live on Tuesday with my spiritual oracle card live stream, readings live. And on Friday next week, I'm going to be live on Spiritual Empower Coaching Les channel for spiritual talk as well. So yeah, that'll be at 10:30 p.m. on Friday, UK, which is 5:30 EST. So come and check that out. And obviously, we're all live on Wednesday on Rob's stream, aren't we, Timmy? Me, you, and Gary.
Yeah, always on Wednesdays. You find us there. It has been on.
And Gary's been helping me with the videos
DM
as
me on
well.
Twitter or send me an email, tammytalksabout70@gmail.com. Either one. Probably I'll say it more quicker on email. Okay.
I guess I got one more shameless plug. Tomorrow I will be for Planets Q Queen releasing that Patriots Day video. I'm literally going to watch it as soon as I get off of this live, and I'll be releasing that for you. And then sometime, because I don't know when we're actually seeing it, me and Bitchy will be doing a Just Bitching on Cruella and let you know, is it in fact as good as everybody says? Because I heard from reviewers I trust that it is actually a very good movie. So I'm going to check it out for myself and give you guys the lowdown on that. And I will also be working on a review for the 5th season of Lucifer, the 2nd season of Love, Death, and Robots, and what else did I watch? And and a anime review which I haven't done on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, season 4. Diamond Unbreakable.
I like that one.
So yeah, I'm gonna be doing, because I've got something to say. This is my first time watching it. I was waiting for the US dub because I like the voices, and it is the best out of all of the JoJo's so far. I actually fucking teared up, which I don't do for anime. Like in very few anime, but I literally teared up because they did some stuff in the anime I was not expecting them to do. Typically, animes don't kill off characters, but JoJo's is different. They have a habit of killing a lot of their main characters, so it's probably the best anime out there I've seen. So I'll do a review on that and a couple of other things. So check out the channel, and Late Night Talks and Phantom Zone News and all that. You guys know the schedule for that.
And then another one very quick as well, not next week, but the week after. I've only very briefly talked to Gary about this, but Loki is coming out on Disney Plus, and I want to do reviews for each episode. So,
ooh,
so hopefully we'll do that.
You could tell me because I'm only breaking my rule for this one movie, so I'm still not watching.
So good. It looks so good.
And Phantasmagorical, they're doing their live stream on Twitch tonight at the same time as last night's schedule. You know that was from Planet Q.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find out about this Twitch thing. Everybody keeps on telling me I need to go on it, and I'm thinking of making it like a gaming thing, so I could do my games because they don't fit on my channel. So I'm thinking of doing. I just got to find out because I got my laptop, like how that works, what equipment I need, so I can stream my game as I'm playing it. I'll have to talk to Husky because he's on there. So
I know nothing about any of it. I'm doing good. I'm happy when I get these live streams up, so I'm going to stick with it right now.
Me too.
Keep it simple.
Like,
I'm not technically inclined, so I'm good.
Me either.
Fanta, have you got anything you're coming out with?
Well, Yeah, I'm gonna be recording some videos here, maybe tonight and tomorrow. Get back into it, just I'm gonna make one about thanking everybody for their support and love, and you know everybody reaching out for what my boys and I lost, and yeah, I'm gonna thank like you guys, because you let the link get dropped in your chats, and that means a lot. And people don't have to donate, but if they could share it, um,
Yeah.
that means a lot. And just about some stuff like sometimes when I get off the lives with you guys, there'll be something we talk about, and it'll just eat at me, so I have to get it out. you know, like I don't know if you saw the one about turd, but it's called the LSB Club Must Exist. LSB stands for literal.
Mhm.
LSB, literally shit the bed club. Because
Love it.
I'm like, there has
Love
to be a club where these bed shitters just rally around another one of their own, and
it.
Anyway, yeah, that'll get me all fired up again. But I'll be working on some. And anytime you guys, need a filler or whatever, I'm available, because this is kind of like therapy for me.
It
I
is.
sit here by myself all the time. And so making the videos and then being up here with you guys, it helps me mentally and in my heart. And I just appreciate every one of you.
Oh, we love you.
Mhm.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
before you start coming on panels with us, you've always been so hilarious in the chats. I mean, you constantly keep me laughing. So,
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm glad I could. I can get kind of dark and left real quick.
and Gary, are you trying to tell us
Yes.
something?
What?
Are you trying to tell us something, dear? Are you a horny toad?
Ribbit, 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 ribbit. That's all I got going on.
Do it one more. Do the beatbox one more time.
Ribbit, ribbit.
Fuck you, Zod.
Bro. No, I think
I got
that's
her.
amazing. No offense to those. Seriously, Amy, if you don't mind me
Meow.
saying that,
I don't.
very proud of you. Very proud of you. It's this is something that's something. It's kind of, it can be nerve wracking at times,
Yeah.
but it is therapeutic, as you know. And
Yeah.
the fact that you're actually taking a step to do this and make videos and stuff like that, very proud of you. And it's very brave of you, and we love you to death. We do. We love you to pieces. I won't say because everybody's going through some things right now, so everybody needs an outlet
Yeah.
to and this community is the best place to start off with.
It
So
really is.
you never know, man. This could be something that's really huge for you too,
Mhm.
and you may fall
Well,
in love with it.
oh, I have
Or
already.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
And
it's so
I
easy
just
to
talk
do.
about whatever I'm thinking about. There's no set thing. It's whatever's in there, and I just feel like I have to get it out, and I feel like I'm talking to friends.
Yeah, you absolutely are.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
are. You
Yeah.
are
Absolutely
talking
are.
to
Thank you.
friends.
Yeah,
Thank you
You
so
know it.
much.
You know it. And everybody's channel here, everybody, I wish you all the best. Zod, man, I wish you like complete success. I want to see you
Yeah.
just grow and fly and just make this thing a big thing. I wish the same thing for Keeley and Tammy as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been growing slowly, and I tell everyone, if you're growing slowly, don't take that as a bad thing. Take it as a good thing, because you want people to stay as opposed to getting tons of people who won't stay. And I think everyone I've gotten, everybody on this in this chat, they really like what we do, and those are the kind of people I want. Fuck the fake people who are going to hear something by me that pisses them off and leaves. They can go somewhere else.
Well,
They can fuck off.
I think people forget that we can disagree. That doesn't mean that.
Yeah.
I mean, because you can't always. I don't always agree with everything everyone says, but that doesn't mean I'm going to be you. How dare you? We can disagree. Now, if somebody says something that is, I don't know, I don't even want to say mean, or because everybody's gets their butt hurt so easy nowadays. But you know, you don't have to always agree. But we're humans too. You know, I mean, every one of us that do these channels and every one of the YouTubers who do these channels, we are just humans. We're not celebrities. Even the biggest ones, they may think they're celebrities, but they're not. In my mind, they're not celebrities. And even celebrities still. What I'm trying to say is we're humans. We're going to disagree. Shit happens. That doesn't mean you have to stop liking them, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what they call us. If you guys, I've been watching a lot of. If you guys don't know the channel, go to check out June the King. He talks about YouTubers. We are influencers, technically, by the term. We are not fucking celebrities. We are not technically viable media sources. We are personalities that are brought to life that by the people that follow us. It's you guys, and that's what people forget. You guys are the ones that make us. Without your audience, you're not shit. And so many people I've seen forget that. They think that they're bigger than the people that created them. And once you do that, you can
Ellen.
Yeah, you can't ever move past that. So, you know, never forget. I never forget anybody that's helped me out. I will never forget the people who have been there with me. I've had one person that I know who's part of my chat named Gary North. He's been with me since I've been doing videos in a fucking car. I mean, Nico, when he gets on there, I see him every once in a while. I remember these names because I don't, and I'm bad with names. You guys can ask Bitchy. I am fucking terrible with names. She said, "Yep." But
I'm with you on that.
I do remember the people who have stuck by me, and as I grow, all of the new people I've gotten for people in this chat, I will remember you because you've been there with me before I got all these other fucking people who may or may not stay on my channel. But you guys who stay with me for months, years, whatever, that's something that people shouldn't forget. Never forget the people who make you. And that's a mistake. You can make that as a fucking actor, a journalist, anyone. You get that thought in your head that you're bigger than the people who are donating their time. That's when you lose everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, you
Get
know,
too big for their britches.
Yeah,
I clawed my
That's
way
what
to
it
the
is.
middle and I fucked my way down. Robin Williams.
There you go.
I
Well,
think that's the
he's
perfect
a great
thing to end
example.
on
That's why.
tonight.
How long was Robin Williams on the top? To the day he died. He's one of the few actors that I actually got emotional for because he never forgot and he cared so much. For him, I think he could have lost all of his money and he still would have been just happy with entertaining people. And he comes from the dying breed of people who actually gave a shit about entertaining and using it as a way to make people happy. He himself couldn't be happy. Yep. Yes, you have, Nikki. He himself couldn't be happy, but he can make others happy. And that's what makes him special because there's so many people who forget that.
Absolutely.
So many.
And you know, we can make that same argument for Johnny Depp as well.
That's what I was about to say.
Oh yeah, JD.
Yeah.
Well, why do you think he has a movement like this? Everyone says, "Oh, it's these narrow-minded fans." Well, excuse me, I don't see a bunch of fucking Amber Heard fans rallying for her. So, you guys really should look into that, Hollywood. Why is it Johnny Depp, who you call is washed up and over with, why does he have such a strong movement? And Amber Heard, who the fuck is she? I still say. Like
10.5 million followers on Instagram and hadn't even been on there a year. And I mean, like Adam Wallman told Twitter, got to 1 million followers on Instagram faster than anyone ever. Period.
Yeah. He set the record.
Yeah, that doesn't mean shit. You know, I've been on Instagram. Bitchy's been on Instagram. We all got a lot of followers. It's a different fucking platform. Everyone goes, oh, she's got 10 million Instagram followers. Of course, because she posts pictures of herself in stupid fucking, oh, look at me on the beach.
She's only got like 3.5, isn't it? Something like
Yep.
that.
Yeah, she's on, and she's been on there
Yeah.
forever. Johnny got to 10 million followers on Instagram, and he's not even been on there a year. He's put up what, about like 7 posts?
Shit, he was in
18,
the-
I think.
He was in the millions in a couple of days, man.
Well, he got to 1 million in the first day, wasn't it? And
I
that set
think
the
so.
record.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
set records.
nuts.
I mean, so you know, and the thing is he has loyal fans all over the world, but people are, well, like what Nikki said, is about facts and evidence. And there are people who know who Johnny Depp is and may or may not be a fan that are backing him because the facts and the evidence shows.
Exactly.
To quote a famous
It's an
person
injustice.
who's on my channel a lot and goes by the name of PB, facts and evidence don't care about your fucking feelings.
Exactly.
God damn, Zod, you finally got it right. Jesus. How many times have I told you that line and you fucked it up?
All right, y'all. I love you. Mwah.
Love
Good
you
night.
all.
See
Good
you
night,
all
everyone.
tomorrow.
Bye.
Night, night.